Putting live.
All right, and we are live. Guys, welcome to the show. Today we have KC Extraordinaire Passport Bro. We have the bad boy of the dating game, Mr. Locario. Two of my good friends here about to debate some stuff about dating. But before we even begin this, man, this all started from a video that Locario did on his channel about KC's rhetoric on a certain topic. But without further ado, guys, welcome to the guys here. KC, tell them who you are. Locario, tell them who you are if you don't mind.
Yeah, what up? What up? Shout out to you, Fresh, for having us on here, man, and moderating, man. Shout out to Casey too, man. So my name is Mr. Locario. For those who don't know, I'm the bad boy of the dating game. You know what I'm saying? Been doing coaching for men and women for the past about 20 years now, and teach people to figure out what they want in their dating lives and go get that thing. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I do. And guys, if you need any help, go to badboymembership.com. and masculineidentitymembership.com. That's my dude Miles Cunningham's website too. So if you guys need some help, hit us up. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Casey?
All right, I am Casey Redbeard Rants, Passport Bro Extraordinaire. If you have ever researched anything on dating in Latin America or the Passport Bro lifestyle, you are already very familiar with me and my content. If you've watched ever Fresh and Fit, follow them. You've no doubt seen me there as well. Fluent in 3 languages, English, obviously, Spanish, and Portuguese. I hold multiple visas, soon to hold multiple passports one day. I make dating content. My theory is that dating has evolved from more meeting people in person to digital dating. I help men create a high status online social media presence, amazing photography, videos, professional shots, having fun with friends, doing dope shit, and then back them up with the strategy on how to use that for both dating and networking. Now, on to today's heated debate with Mr. Locario. So I was sent this by somebody, I forget who. Mr. Locario had a critique on me. I wouldn't call it a hit piece, believe me. People have said people have said much worse stuff about me online. So I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna maybe react to it a little bit. And then I have some other stuff. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I will play the video first. Then I have some other stuff I wanted to go talk about with Mr. Locario. So we'll have to have to share audio, share tab instead. Okay, Chrome tab. I will have to share this one. I was prepared. Okay, boom. I think I didn't fuck this up. Let me know in the chats real quick if you guys can hear this.
And probably the guys listening to
can hear it. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna play it from the beginning, and it's 7 minutes long. I'm glad I didn't fuck this up. It's 7 minutes long, and we won't play the full thing, but we'll just get kind of the meat and potatoes of it, and then Mr. Locario can kind of elaborate a bit on his critique, so we don't sit here for 7.5 minutes.
Controversial is, and probably most of the guys listening to this podcast whenever it comes out, this YouTube video may not be in the situation, but for guy, like at least every guy on the panel will understand this. In many circumstances, a lot of nuance to this, so don't get too literally, but in many circumstances, you shouldn't try too hard to get laid on the first date per se, because those are sometimes the lower quality girls. When I think back to like,
oh my God, what are we talking about? He said you shouldn't try to get laid on the first date because those are the lower quality girls. What? Let's see what he's gonna say.
few times that I played like true 9s, like actual hardcore 9s, and her worst photo by anyone's standards, like the ones.
See, I had a hardcore 9, even in her worst photos by anyone. What are we talking about? But let's not get on the tangent here. You know, these niggas that whatever a 9 is a fact. But let's continue.
That even like are rare for guys like us. It was all
he said are rare for guys like us. At least he's admitting he ain't really got game like that. But listen to
almost never on the first night. These girls are just there, have higher standards. They're pickier. They're more picky about who they're gonna let get on top of them and flop around for a bit. And because
yo, he said these 9s and 10s and all of that. You know, if you have sex with a girl on the first date, she's low quality because these 9s and 10s are pickier. You know, they don't just hop on anyone. But what are you talking about? How do you know this? What is he talking about? See, this is the problem. See, this is what these guys believe because in their reality, they have to do so much shit to pull a woman they think is really hot. But then what happens is that same woman, right, that he's saying isn't going to just hop on anyone, the same woman he's doing that lover boy nonsense with is going to meet a guy and have sex with that guy the first night, is going to meet a guy at the club and suck his dick in the bathroom. What are we talking about? See, I've had this situation happen.
All right, so he's gonna tell a story about how his dad smashed some chick that he was putting in a lot of work on, and then Pops smashed the girl that he couldn't.
So,
but,
my dad smashed the chick, and then I smashed another chick that my friend was trying to smash.
Hold on, real quick.
Let's get hold on. Let him finish his critiques because we'll finish the video, and then is that cool, Fresh? Or do you want to throw something in real quick?
This point is very important, man. I want us to cover this point right now. This point here, if you guys don't mind, because basically what you're saying is that like you don't want to force it on the first date, right? To smash. He's saying you should put effort into it, do it on the first date. Why is that?
Well, I said there's a lot of nuance to it here. I want to finish his whole video, and then we'll just break down everything.
Okay,
so we don't.
And we'll go into it.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
That's the chick that I used to date.
All right, and then I want to talk about where I said
because a woman who's a 9 and who's hot and who could get all these guys pretty. You know, that Clark Kent guy, he's awesome because, you know, he does this and this and that. But that Superman, though, you got to watch out for that Superman guy because the Superman guy is low quality. He just goes and takes action whenever. He's up there stopping trains, doing all this other extra. So, well, if you know, if a woman is low quality, she'll sleep with you on the first date. But if it's a high quality 9 or 10, oh, she's going to make you wait, you know, because guys.
White guy in the Philippines.
All right, here's the part, the next critique
so
right here.
You know, she's going to make it. What are we talking about?
Yeah, here's the last part that we can respond to.
Mm-hmm. This is crazy, but let's continue.
Because they can, they're going to make you wait. So I find that for the higher quality, more beautiful, and again, there's so much nuance. Like, are you tall, good-looking white guy in the Philippines? Okay, you can. It's like that new Tinder meme that came out. It's like popular on Reddit, where like the Chad said in his profile he just got out of jail for abusing women. Like you could be that guy. You could open with, "Hey, I just got out of jail for beating a woman." But tall white guy in the Philippines, you're still gonna lay it on the first date. But I would argue that a lot of times you shouldn't try.
So basically, what he's saying is, if you're the tall Chad who's sexually appealing, you don't have to wait. Women will have sex with you on the first date.
All right, I think we've seen enough of that. And those are pretty much his points. Now, I wanted to say one thing first, and put you on blast a little bit, Mr. Locario. So you know, you probably knew this was coming based on what we were talking about over Instagram a little bit about the failure to show receipts and that whole debacle, that whole thing. So I have some photos of me with girls and the type of girls that I date. When I say like true quality, first of all, I mean quality in terms of looks. I don't mean like low quality makes a girl sleep. I don't necessarily think that if a girl sleeps with a man on the first night, she's low quality. But brother, you don't pull super beautiful chicks.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What is a super beautiful chick?
A super beautiful chick looks like the ones that I fuck with. And if you want to like,
so wait, no, that's not a definition. You have to define. So when a person wants to get a beautiful woman, they have to call you and ask you, are they beautiful?
Yeah. Symmetrical face, young, long hair, big eyes, big lips, young, collagen with rich skin, big titties, small waist, fat ass. If you really need to ask what a hot chick is,
right. So this is what I'm saying. You just said weird. So everything like, you just said. You said
not a hot chick.
Hold on. You said big ass, big titties, right?
Yes.
What if a guy likes small titties?
Listen, there is some universal amalgamate of what an attractive woman looks like within certain tastes, and I've talked about this before on my channel.
No, there's not.
Scandinavian woman. Yes, there is.
So let me ask you a question. Name me your favorite food.
Tacos.
Okay, now if a bunch of people say they don't like tacos, does that mean tacos taste nasty now?
That's not a good analogy.
That is a good analogy because the tacos is what you like. I may not like tacos. So if you say tacos, so hold on, wait, let me finish. So if you say tacos are delicious, but I say they're not, that doesn't mean you're wrong for liking tacos, but it also doesn't mean that I'm wrong for not liking tacos. So you can't say what you like is what everybody likes.
Yeah. An outhouse a poop shack on the beach where you poop that's made out of rickety wood with termites is a building. So is the Taj Mahal. You can say, well, it comes down to opinion. What is a nice building? Is a 5-star hotel? Is whatever, I forget the name of it, the tall building in Dubai. Is that tall building in Dubai a beautiful building? Maybe I like the poop outhouse. It's a matter of opinion.
Yeah,
Brother,
it's opinion. That's what I'm saying. You see, the
Brother,
thing is
but
that you think
gonna
your
hire an
opinion
architect,
is fact. That's ridiculous. A person's opinion is not fact. So you can't say your opinion of what you think of beauty. Like, for example, you're got all these Brazilian women. What if a guy does not like Brazilian women? Then what? Is he wrong for not liking Brazilian women?
Now let me ask a question, because I've answered
Then
a
he's
lot.
gay. Okay.
Let me ask a question here then. Is this an attractive woman?
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Okay, chat. 1, if you agree if this is an attractive woman, and put a 2 in the chat.
Why do we care about what the chat thinks? See, Casey, this is your problem. This is your problem, Casey. Hold on. This is your problem. You care about what everybody thinks. That's why you have a bunch of videos of you kissing Brazilian whores. So what I'm saying is that
looks like a granny.
You always want to show the women that you're with because you want people to think you got women. You understand what I'm saying? This is what guys do when they're trying to prove themselves to other men. You understand what I'm saying? A man who has game does not try to prove himself to other men. That's ridiculous.
We are both financially incentivized to show that we can get beautiful women, because guys don't need help getting ugly chicks. Guys don't hire a dating coach to get an ugly girl. You don't need help if you want to fuck grannies. Like,
hold on. So wait a second. So what you're saying is that I have to, okay, let me ask you this. How was I able to have a successful coaching business for damn near 2 decades, and I'm not showing a bunch of girls that I'm fucking with?
That's pretty remarkable.
I know, because I have game. That means the things that I say resonate with the guys who actually need the help. If what I did didn't work, I would be out of business.
Yeah, I think maybe, okay, here's how I could try to answer that. I don't know a lot of your content. I don't know a lot of your story, but perhaps you watch a lot of PUA content, the old school content by.
Wait, I watch PUA content?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm taking a guess. You're asking a question. So how did I build this business? I'm trying to give a hypothetical answer. Maybe you watch RSD Owen. Maybe you watch some other players. Have you not ever like consulted with other players and strategized with other people and taught game? Absolutely, you have. So maybe you
this is what I'm saying. The people who I learned game from actually have game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. PUAs don't have game.
You rehash what they say. You and I can make a video talking about the same things. You and I can make a video saying, listen, you got to go up to girls with a strong voice. You got to say, hey, we have a pretty good vibe. I've enjoyed this chat. Let me get your Instagram. Not let me get your Instagram. You don't think voice is a huge component of your attractiveness to women?
No, what I'm saying is that so Casey, you're talking about surface level things. What I'm trying to tell you is that when it comes to having game, the game is not about women, which is why I think it's comical that you're always showing women all the time. The game is about you understanding yourself so that you know the best strategy for yourself to get what you want out of life. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the pickup artists and all that other nonsense, they're talking about women and trying to get the hottest women. That's what pickup artists and all that other stuff does.
Yes, because men are genetically programmed to want hot women. That's
right. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that I approach or talk to or have sex with women that I don't think are attractive and hot?
I think that they're the best you can get. I mean,
no. This is what the question I'm asking you. If I'm approaching and talking to a woman, right, and I want to interact with her, make something happen, do you think that I'm approaching and talking to, dating, hooking up with, and having sex with women that I don't want to do that with?
No, I don't.
Right. So what I'm saying is that if you're a guy who has game, then you're able to attract the women you want. It's that simple. See, whatever woman you want doesn't matter to anybody else but you, because you're the one fucking her, Casey. So what difference does it make how your girl look? I don't care how your girls look.
Well, many reasons. Okay, number one is the reason why you didn't understand my critique about, or my hot take that, listen, and I started the video by saying, look, there's a lot of nuance to this. There's a lot of, situational things, blah, blah, which you seem to have ignored. I didn't make it like a hard rule. I said there's nuance to this. I smashed this chick on the first night, but that's neither here nor there. I said a lot of notes went to it, and then you said ridiculous. Like you should always try to smash. You basically, I don't think you.
No.
actually
I'm
said
not
this,
saying
but-
no. This. Don't get me wrong. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have to smash a girl on the first night. What I'm saying is that you're saying that women who smash on the first night are usually low quality. That's what you said.
No, that was a misunderstanding. I said the most high. And first of all, I was speaking strictly on looks. I wasn't talking about the quality. Like, are they a good girl? Are they a hoe or this and that? I meant high quality just in terms of looks. And my whole point, and this is what I make a lot of points. Guys who can pick up 5s and 6s versus guys who pick up 8s, 8.5s and 9s, bro. It's like the level of difficulty is like fighting a house cat to fighting with.
So wait, so you're saying it's difficult to
type.
pick up hot girls?
It is orders. It is night and day. It is
How?
not even the same field. How?
Okay, so
Because
let me
the
ask you a
ugly
question.
girl
So
is getting
Casey,
hit up by the
so
Uber
Casey-
driver. Can I finish? You asked me a question, then you cut me off. Can I finish? You said
go
how?
ahead.
The ugly
Because I'm
girl-
going to
the
hear
ugly
this. It's
girl-
hilarious.
The ugly girl
Mhm.
is getting flirted with by the Uber driver, the garbage man, the UPS guy, and the beautiful girl is also getting flirted with by those guys, but also celebrity athletes, chads, millionaires, influencers, famous people, et cetera, et cetera. So the hot girl, I mean, is this crazy? Are we really arguing?
So let me ask you.
hot
So let me
girls
ask you a question.
don't
Let me
have
ask you a
more
question. So Casey, so the let's say the hypothetical 9 or 10 that you think is difficult to get, you try to get her, was difficult. Another guy talks to her and he sleeps with her within 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Is it what's the difference? The difference is the guy. You understand? So what I'm saying is the same girl you think it's hard to get, that girl's fucking other guys quickly. Because those other guys she's sexually attracted to. So if you're saying a woman is difficult to get, that means she's not sexually attracted to you. That's why it's difficult for you to get her.
No,
because
no.
she's not sexually attracted to you.
Nope, I didn't say that. You just have more hoops to jump through, right? Like
No, but that's
an
what I'm saying. Why are you
old
jumping
fat-
through hoops with a girl that really likes you? Well,
But
if a
it's
girl really is attracted
metaphorical
to you
hoops. No,
sexually,
no. I'm not jumping through hoops. It's metaphorical. Don't get caught up on
what's the
words.
metaphorical hoops that you're jumping
It's
through?
it's a checklist of standards that a woman has. The more beautiful a woman is, generally speaking, the more standards that she has.
Okay, so then why is she
beautiful woman-
fucking a guy quickly and making the other guy wait?
Many beautiful women, look, she could be young and ovulating and drunk, and on that night, a guy got lucky because she was ovulating.
Oh, so it was
She was
luck.
depressed
Okay.
because it broke. There's an element of luck in everything.
No, so what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you
Fresh,
have this girl who's a 9 or a 10. Let's call her Jennifer. Jennifer slept
Time
with
out. Real quick.
what happened?
There is elements of luck to everything. It was lucky that Myron and Fresh met each other. It was extremely lucky for me that I met Fresh. I happened to just be walking around on Lincoln Road, said what's up randomly, and that was how I got the friendship, and that's how I got to be on the Fresh and Fit podcast. That was just complete and utter luck. There's luck in everything. There's luck in making money. There's luck in networking. and
Okay,
there's
so
damn sure luck in sleeping
but
with
Casey,
women.
this is what I'm asking you. What I'm saying is that let's say there's a girl named Jennifer. She slept with 10 guys, right?
Yeah, gotcha, Jennifer.
8 of those guys, they had to jump through hoops. You know, they had to talk to her a long time, do all this other stuff. 2 of those guys, right, ended up smashing her within 5 or 10 minutes in a bathroom in a club, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is that same girl is treating guys differently because it depends on the guy she's talking to. So if you're in a situation where it's hard for you to attract, have sex with, or do whatever with the hot girl, that means that hot girl does not see you as that guy, meaning that you are not the top guy she wants to be with sexually. Why is it so hard to understand?
I don't struggle per se to
That's a lie, Casey. Stop it.
get with extremely attractive women.
That's a lie.
Every guy on the universe, including me, struggles to get with extremely attractive women on the. It's not why
I
are
don't.
you struggling? You don't?
No, absolutely not.
Then how come all the girls you hook up with are fucking 4s and 5s?
Show me pictures of all the girls I hooked up with.
Real quick,
Show me 5 of them.
let's do this in a more debate style, guys, if you don't guys don't mind. So the first topic was, for example, first night getting laid is an issue or not, right? Let's do 2-minute time frames between each party.
5
Hold-
at best.
Hold on, but to be fair,
According to you, that has to fly to Brazil to get women. You see what I'm
Have to fly
saying? I
anywhere.
didn't have to go on a plane to get women
hold on.
and pay them. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa, pay them?
Yes,
Who says I pay them?
bro. I saw a video. You said you threw a party and you got the girls' Ubers.
Brother,
What?
Wow.
You paid for their Ubers to come to your party. You threw.
Let's rewind that. Casey pays girls. Casey's a trick. Casey just pays the girls. He paid for their Ubers.
Yeah, you paid for all these girls Uber to come to your party, right? Yes. Casey, it's okay. Listen, I'm trying.
This know what to say.
I came here to teach. This is what I'm saying. If you have game, you would create a party and the girls would come on their own Uber.
Nobody needs you to teach how to pick up fours because nobody wants to learn.
No. Casey, this is what I'm saying. Show me 5 women I fucked. Put them on the screen right now. Show me 5 women I fucked.
All right, here we go. After this, Fresh, you can kind of help organize this. Unless the chat just likes us.
Okay. So here's the funny part, right? Both of you guys are right in a different way. But this is what I will say. We can't see all of Locario's girls because he doesn't post all
By the way, okay, this was a model he didn't have sex with, by the way. So this girl is out.
So that's what I'm saying. Show me 5 women I fucked.
This is like a disgusting looking granny that would probably rate around 3 or 4 to most guys. This girl, I give her a.
We didn't have sex.
Let's be generous. Oh, okay.
She's in that show.
She's an actress. She's on that show Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can't see these girls' faces, but let's be real, brother. I mean, even with the black bars.
So Casey, why did you have to go all the way to Brazil?
If you actually knew about me and did your research on me, you would know who I am and my pedigree and my background and where I come from. RSD Tyler, aka Owen Cook, aka the creator of the entire pickup artist space as we know it. I mean, technically mystery, but Owen really created it. RSD Todd or Todd V Dating, another one of the most famous and successful pickup artists of all time. Dave Perota, Austin Holloman, not Austin Holloman I didn't game with the United States. All those other people can vouch for me and would say Casey was an amazing player when he lived in America. I've seen Casey do amazing things, invited to be a guest instructor on their boot camps, befriended all these people. I was famous in the community. I was not officially, but I not so officially ran these they were called layers, kind of a cringe name, but the LA pickup layer or pickup group. I've been paid thousands of dollars to teach this. I mean, my resume checks out. You can ask about me, partner. I got receipts of the girls that I banged in the US as well.
So this is what I'm saying. So then if you're doing all this, why are you paying for the women's Ubers to come to your party?
There's absolutely no way that you could throw a penthouse party in Medellin, Colombia without paying for the girls' Ubers. That's the culture there. These girls have no money and they would see it as rude. And the penthouse party.
So you do things based on what the woman wants you to do. Is that what you're saying?
That is not at all what I said. That's just how reality.
That's like what you said. You said it's the culture there. So that means that you adhere to the culture versus adhering to your own standard as a man. So what I'm saying is that, and you said the woman would think it's rude. So you care about what women think. Why do you care if they think it's rude? If they think it's rude,
fuck what they think. I want to have a party.
You just said it was rude. You just said they don't think it's rude. Why do you give a fuck if they think it's rude?
I don't give a fuck if they think it's rude or not. I give a fuck if their fine ass is at my motherfucking party or not.
Right. And why can't you get their fine asses to your party by them paying for their own Uber or walking or whatever the fuck? Why can't you do that?
They wouldn't do that for anybody besides Bad Bunny, maybe. Bad Bunny, they'll find a way. They'll beg, borrow, and steal for the money.
Okay, so why can't you deal with women who see you like Bad Bunny?
Oh my God, brother!
No, that's what because Casey. When in the video, this is what you said in the video. You said for guys like us. What did you mean when you said for guys like us in that video that we just the clip? You said, well, for guys like us, that's rare. What did you mean for guys like us?
I was talking about experienced players who actually know what it's like to deal with attractive women, aka, sorry to say, unfortunately, apparently not you.
No, you weren't talking about that. You were saying for guys like us who really don't get girls, nerdy guys who had to learn pick up.
No, I didn't say that. No,
you're saying for guys like us who have to pay for women's Ubers to come to the party. That's what you're basically saying. What I'm saying to you is that if your game was tight, the women would want to come to your party and find their own way. That's what I'm saying.
These aren't women I know. They're coming from a fucking Instagram ad. They don't know who I am. They don't know.
So wait. So you pay for women's Ubers you don't even know?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about throwing the fucking 5-to-1 ratio, 5-to-1 female to male baller penthouse, Dan Bilzerian style penthouse in Medellin, which is one of the most amazing feats of man, something you could never pull off, something that 99.99% of men could you ever in your wildest dreams fill a penthouse with gorgeous women and profit from it? I profited too. I had guys pay me. First of all, if I had the money and I even paid them and lost money, that'd still be some baller shit because I could afford it. Second of all, I made money off the parties. And third of all, bro, the fact that you're implying that I have this masculine frame and you should just, based on my red beard and my fucking scalp, should want to come to my part. Like, bro, guys like you say, oh, I never text girls throughout the day. I never do any good morning texts. I never pay their.
I don't do good morning texts.
Yeah, and we see the caliber of girls that you get.
Show me 5 girls that I'm fucking.
I did like 10 times.
No, you didn't. There's only one woman that you showed, and that's my beautiful girlfriend. So what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this: is that you put the woman above you. That's what's going on with you.
Show them. How about you prove me wrong and you show them?
Bro, the game ain't about women. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you understood the game wasn't about women, you wouldn't be paying for strangers Ubers to come to your party.
You're a dating coach.
Yes, and when it comes to coaching, you coach men.
Dating is about women.
Date. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you lead the women? Casey, do you lead women?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so if you lead women, why are you acquiescing to them?
I am not acquiescing to it.
Yes, you did. You said, bro, you said the women are going to feel like it's rude. This is their culture, and I'm going to pay for their Uber. So what I'm saying is all of that is for the comfort of the woman. What I'm saying is, why don't you have women who see you as a leader who wants to actually be on your program? This is all I'm asking, because it sounds like you're on the women's program.
Life isn't a fucking Peter Pan fairy tale. Why don't you have 10 bisexual girlfriends that are CEOs of companies and give you all the money? If you were a true player, Locario, if you were a true player, you'd have 15 girlfriends that are all C-level executives give you all their money and you'd fly private. But you're not a player. You ain't got it like that. You ain't got it like that.
I would create that situation. You're right. If I wanted that, I would definitely create that situation.
God.
Now, Casey,
you actually think you could do that? No.
So Casey. So do you? No. Okay. Well, Casey, maybe I'm wrong. I take it back. Maybe you like to pay for women's Ubers. Maybe that is your thing. I don't know. But is that your thing, Casey?
If I wanted that reality, I would create it.
Yes.
You could just snap your fingers and have 15 tens donate all their money to you and feed. What are we talking? Who are you?
Casey, okay, Casey, check this out. Okay.
A real person?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Okay. Why do you think, let me ask you a question. Why do you think, and this is just something for you to think about. Why do you think that a woman would share a man with other women, but then you have another guy who, if he had any other woman or cheated, his girl would like leave him and be mad at him? How come one guy can have women accept that he has a lot of women, and another woman or other women won't accept the other guy has, can't have other women? I'll tell you the answer if you don't know it.
The status and the connection she has.
It's the value. Exactly. It's the value. So what I'm saying is that based on your value, that is how women are going to respond to you. So what I'm saying is that when you're interacting with these women, the women don't value you like that because you're putting them on a pedestal. So now they are above you. So anytime that you're putting situations where you're putting the woman above you, like paying for strangers Ubers, they're going to look at you like, oh, so he's doing this for me and I don't have to do anything for him. Does that make sense? Right. So basically you have women who are in situations that they look at you as a trick, so they've already put you below them.
You know what? I acquiesce. I am a trick for paying a girl's Uber. You're right. Lucario won the debate, boys. I pay for girls' Ubers when I'm throwing a 5 to 1.
No, I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. That's fine if you want. No, that's fine if you want to do that. But what I'm saying is that should be something you want to do.
Lucario is trying to play scoreboard on receipts. I don't get that. Does anybody understand what he's trying to say? Lucario's trying to play scoreboard on receipts.
Don't even pay attention. QB's a troll. He don't know nothing about nothing.
Do you understand? But do you understand what he's even trying to say?
No. QB is a guy who.
But can we please?
He's been stalking me for years on YouTube. He makes a bunch of videos about me because he has no talent, So don't worry about QB.
It's relevant.
Yeah. Move on. Do you understand what it means? Okay.
Yeah, but it's relevant.
Okay, I don't understand what it means.
Um,
All right, so I'm a trick and a simp because I pay girls Ubers to throw a 5-to-1 penthouse party. I acquiesce. You're correct on that, sir. Walter, do you want to?
yeah. So listen, that was an intro, guys. Very feisty.
So this intro-
A crazy intro, but good stuff, right? Nonetheless, guys, listen. Locario and Casey have their own way of thinking for dating us, of course. But let me ask you this question. Listen, we'll do 2 minutes on the clock for each person. But the topic is first night lay. Important, not important. Why not? And we'll start with Casey. Why shouldn't you get smashed on the first date?
Look, if you can, why not? There's no reason why you shouldn't smash the girl on the first night. And the whole point of that video is what I was saying is this, right? The girls that I fuck with, that you see that I have unlimited receipts after receipts after receipts to show, are in the 8, 8.5. Some could even argue that there's some 9s and perfect 10s in there. These chicks are used to fucking with professional athletes, celebrities, influencers. They're used to getting any guy that they want. So for a guy like me who, let's be honest, I'm a very normal, average looking guy. I am maybe a 5.5, 6 out of 10. I'm doing some beard maxing. I'm doing some hair maxing, whatever, but I'm not the typical gorgeous billionaire Chad that she's used to. Therefore, to make up that value gap from a quote unquote normal guy like me to a celebrity Chad that's used to dealing with, sometimes that gap has to be filled in with a lot of connection, a lot of comfort, a lot of chemistry, a lot of, just chemistry and attraction. And sometimes that can take a lot longer. And these women are in such high demand and they're so picky about who they can let, get inside of them, that oftentimes they require quite a bit more. Their standards are higher, and that may just take more time. So it's not the end of the world. Look, if they want to smash on the first night, smash them. But look, be patient. It can happen the second night. It can happen the third night. These super beautiful women, sometimes they require a lot of comfort and a lot of chemistry because they got it like that, because they're in high demand, because they're super beautiful.
All right, Locario, go ahead.
So what was the question again? Repeat the question.
Question is first date lay is important. Why or why not?
So it's not necessarily important for you to have sex on the first date, but it is important to find out if a woman is sexually attracted to you. So if you are sexually attracted to her, you want to make sure that she's sexually attracted to you, because if a woman isn't sexually attracted to you, then what happens is that potentially she could be just using you for attention, for time, for energy, for money. And sometimes women will play like they're sexually attracted to you just so that they can get time, energy, and more resources from you, right? Now, the thing that a lot of guys have to understand when it comes to interest, right, is that a woman is either interested in you or she's not. It's one of those two things. Now, within interest, there's 3 levels. It's high interest, medium interest, low interest. So when a woman is highly interested in you, that means she's highly sexually attracted to you. That means she sees you as the top guy. So that 9 or 10 that you would consider a 9 or 10, if she meets a guy she has high interest in, she's having sex with him now or whenever he wants to have sex. If she has medium interest in you, that's the guy where, she's like, he's okay, he's cool. If he has money, I'll probably deal with him. If, I'm not really sold on him or whatever. So it's sort of in the middle. So this is like the type of vibes that Casey is getting from these women with the medium interest. Low interest is when a woman is only interested in you non-sexually. That's the friend zone. That's a woman who wants to spend time with you, but she has no interest in having sex with you at all. So what a lot of guys don't understand when they don't have game is that you could be potentially dealing with a woman who has either medium or low interest, but she doesn't have high interest. So a lot of these guys, what happens is, especially pickup artists, their experience usually, remember, because they were nerds, they didn't know how to get girls, and then they started to learn these tactics, and then they were pretending to be these guys, and they got to demonstrate high value and all this other nonsense. And so what happens is that they're in the bracket of being in situations where they have to wear a woman down, because the women don't really have high interest in these guys because they're not that guy. So what will happen is that these guys will try to wear the woman down, which is why they think getting a hot girl is harder, because they're not the guy at the top who's the highly sexually attractive guy that can get her now. That's what happens.
So your argument is that, well, okay, lot to unpack there. First of all, why did you say I had no game and I was an oofy doofy for saying in some circumstances it's better to just relax and not even try to make it happen on the first night? But now you're backpedaling and saying, oh, well, it isn't that necessarily to have sex with her on the first night. Which is it?
No. I was talking about the fact that you said a woman is low quality. That's what I was talking about. What I'm saying is that you need to make sure a woman is highly sexually attracted to you sooner than later. What I was talking about in that video is the fact that you said the woman was low quality for having sex quickly and being that 9. And then I was
didn't say
also
that.
talking about how you thought that 9s and 10s aren't going to just have sex like that, and it's harder to have sex with them. That's what I was talking about.
Okay, bro. Lots to unpack there too. When I said, actually, we cleared this up at the beginning. When I was saying sleeping with the higher quality girls, I meant appearance wise. I was talking about looks wise, higher quality in terms of looks. I didn't mean that. I didn't say or mean, and I didn't think if you watch the whole thing, it could even be interpreted. I guess you interpreted it incorrectly.
No, I know you're talking about the looks.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
well,
I know you're talking about the looks.
Okay.
That even makes it worse. Because if you think a woman is high quality just because of her looks, that means you're surface level.
I'm talking about looks, bro. We all want beautiful women here. I mean,
I'm not saying you can't want a beautiful woman. I'm saying that if your definition of what makes the woman high quality is her looks, and that's the main thing, then that's an issue because you're being surface level.
That's one component, and that is the by far most important.
That's the most important thing, that she got to look good. Okay.
Yes. It is impossible for a man, say 95, 98% of men, to feel that loving, obsessive, like, when you want to die for a girl, you want to protect her with your life, lay down your life for her, and you're just like, you think
that's because her looks,
you're super in love with her, and you're super attracted to her. If you're tired of fucking her and you're not like hardcore sexually attracted to her, and like the sex is bland and you don't really even like fucking her anymore, it's really hard to feel that romantic love where you want to protect her, provide for her, and die for her. Now, listen, maybe after 5, 10, 15 years of marriage, you've had some kids, she's ballooned up. It's a different type of love that's evolved over a long period of time. Okay, I can see that. It's 30 years into marriage. You guys in your 50s and 60s, you're not hopping into bed. It's evolved in a different type of love. Yeah, I get it. But bro, like, the reason why guys pay me the big bucks to teach them how to meet women is because we all know that for a 5.5 or a 6 for the first night, it's going to work. It's going to get rock hard, and it's going to be really fun because it's new. Ain't no kitty like new kitty, right? But then you try to hit that 6.5, that 6, 2, 3, 10 times. It just kind of fades, and then eventually no worky anymore. When you're dealing with a chick that is a legitimate 7.5, 8, 8.5, something that's like actually beautiful, you don't get tired of her, and it still works over time. Walter, we were having this exact conversation in your car when we were driving to go pick up your car. Remember that when I was driving you to pick up your one of your supercars, whatever that got towed?
Yes.
We're having this exact conversation.
So you would die for a girl based on her looks?
No, I said that's one of the factors, and it is the most important factor.
So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is like that's the most. So you're saying that when it comes to a woman being quality, the most important factor is her looks.
I wouldn't say that quality. That depends how you want to define the word quality. I say the number one factor in your mate selection as a man is the woman's looks. Everything else is irrelevant after that. Now, there's other things that are extremely important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that other things are, look, she's got to be feminine. That'd be number 2, right? I'd rather date, a ugly, how do I say this right? I'd rather date an ugly feminine girl that's retarded than a hot masculine girl with a higher testosterone level than me that has that, really masculine affect, right? So femininity is certainly number 2.
So what about
intelligence, loyalty, submissiveness, no tattoos, accepts the man as a leader, non-combative, has her own goals, has her own things going on, can also roast you a little bit, like, submissive and a follower, but not like,
you want a girl to roast you?
Slave. Yeah, in a cute, funny way. Latinas, they like to roast a little bit, bro, in a cute way.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a little bit of, but not in like a bitchy way, bro. Not you're thinking of like American women. That's why you're chuckling. American women are rude. I don't like to be roasted by American women. Like
I don't allow women to roast me at all. What are you talking about? Roasting?
Do you allow your boys to roast you?
Yeah, because we're at the same level. So what I'm saying is that a woman roasting you turns into low-key disrespect. Because you're allowing her, like, if you was working at a company, you think you could just roast your boss whenever you feel like it?
Bro, absolutely. In the right way.
Nigga, you about to get fired, bro.
Well, I work for myself, so I'm not.
No, I'm just saying, but that's what I'm saying.
Well, I think we're splitting hairs here on the definition of roasting, bro. I'm talking about very lighthearted, playful joking. Okay, call it that. Is it going to offend you? Are you going to? I cast thee out. Have you ever seen two people play fighting and it became real? Yes, I have.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So how about we just not do it? That's what I'm saying. So see, this is the thing. What a lot of you guys don't understand is y'all invite bullshit into your relationships and y'all don't even realize you're doing it because y'all, for some reason, sometimes y'all think you and women are equal and on the same level. So then you treat them as such. You see what I'm saying? And then these are the type of things that happen or can occur in your relationships. And then you're going to be like, yo, why my girl tripping? Why she acting like that? And that's because it's your fault for thinking it was cute to play around like that. You see what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. We ain't got to get into all that.
That's an interesting dynamic, bro. So you don't like any little playful banter with the girl. She just got to be a robot. She's not allowed to.
No. We can have fun. What I'm saying is that there's a limit though, because what I'm saying is that you can cross a line. And what I'm saying is that if you allow that to be a situation, you're opening it up for her to cross the line.
Yeah. Who said that though? Yeah. I meant very cute, very lighthearted things. Like I'm not going to name the names of countries. Well, I will name one country. Brazilian women have the most fun, outgoing, interesting, exciting personalities of any women that I've ever dated in any country. I went to another country. I don't want to get canceled in this country, so I won't say the name of it, but let's just say it's geographically close to Brazil. And it was like someone forgot to put the seasoning on these bitches, bro. We would be out on a date and they'd just be like, I'm a good girl. Oh, I work. Oh, I go to school. Oh, ha, ha, ha. And I'd be like talking. I'd be like monologuing the date. I would get almost no feedback. It was like this exercise we used to tell up our students because sometimes hot girls, like they kind of give you the hot girl blase and don't contribute to the conversation, the beginning of a pickup, or we tell them like game the wall. So you got to look at the wall and like, oh, I like your white, smooth texture. Like you're like talking to the wall and gaming it. It's like I'm gaming the wall with these girls. That's what I don't like. What I like is when they're, I don't know, like if you're talking and then you're just saying something and your voice just like kind of cracked, and she like made a little lighthearted joke about how your voice squeaked once when you were talking in a very, I don't know, I can't give an example of what she would say, but like you would just be like, nope, Mr. Locario, he don't play that.
No, all I'm saying is that if you give an inch, a mile is going to be taken. So all I'm saying is be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Depends on your frame, right?
All right, so we covered that topic. Here's the next topic. That was pretty kind of drawn on a little bit more. Let's talk about moving abroad to find girls versus staying in America to date girls. And one more point as well. Hotter girls are overseas, not in America. What's your take on that?
We'll go to Locario this time.
Okay, so basically, it's not where you're at, it's who you are. So you can get hot girls anywhere in the goddamn world. And if you are having trouble in America getting hot girls, and then you go to Brazil and all of a sudden hot girls are paying you attention, then understand that they see you as a trick, because you're not going to another place and all of a sudden you become this sexually attractive guy. So the thing is that you got to make sure that you understand how to attract, period, no matter where you go. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of guys think that, oh man, I need to go to Brazil or Colombia or some other country to try to make it happen. And it's really not you. It's the environment where you're at makes it easier for you to get attention. But the attention you're getting is not necessarily because she actually likes you or is sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, Locario, so you're saying it's not where you are, it's who you are.
Yes.
Your camera angle, it needs to be focused a little bit. Just come forward a little bit more. Should fix it.
Yeah. Fucking shit.
There you go.
Blurry.
Yeah.
It focused on my hand, whatever. I'll try to do my best. Yeah, fucking thing.
Just bring your face forward a little bit more. Should work.
Okay. Sit closer. I don't, is it better? Okay, cool.
A little
Still think it's blurry, but whatever. Fuck it. Tech issues. Oh, there we go. Good. Yeah, so I'm gonna respond to that. Including with what Mr. Locario said, which is it's not where you are, it's who you are. That's what you said. It's not where you are, it's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's one of the most ignorant statements I see all over, like these people in the YouTube comments with just zero perception of how the world really works, zero worldly understanding of different cultures and traveling abroad. I've seen white boys who could not get kitty from a dead cat. Like these guys, like total goobers, total oofy doofies, go to Thailand and Philippines and clean the fuck up. And it's not because the girl wants a green card. It's not because she sees him as a trick or this weak guy who's going to pay all her bills. It is legitimate chemistry, because you walk around Thailand, you walk around Philippines, all you see is advertisements for white skin is beauty. White skin is the best thing ever. Snail whitening cream. Look white, look white. All the TV shows they watch are American. They're obsessed with blue eyes. This oofy doofy white boy might be 5'11". That could be equivalent to being 6'4". So he goes there and he's instantly a Chad. Plus, maybe his personality is a lot more masculine, not to shit on any, countries in particular, but other countries can generally have, depending on the country, very, very feminine men. So she meets this average American guy who's, by her standards, extremely tall. Like, bro, do you have any idea how easy it is as a Latina, morena, brown skin, fat ass to be attractive to me? You'd have to really, that's like my quote unquote fetish, my preference. You'd have to really fuck it up to not be like, that's what I'm programmed to like. These women are programmed to like a different thing. It's something new. It's something exciting. And these women, they're just not born and bred to hate men. It's also just a high tide raises all boats. They don't have this feminist movement that teaches the women to hate men. So everybody just does better regardless of who you are.
So you're saying they choose the skin color, not the man?
The skin color is part of the man. They're one and the same.
No, but that's not who he is. So what I'm saying is, so what I'm saying is
your
that
girl or your girl's titties or your girl's pussy.
Say that again.
Did you choose your girl or her titties?
Oh no, I chose her. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
the titties are part of her.
This is what I'm saying. In these, that's what I'm saying. You think in surface level. In these situations, though, what you got to understand is, like, for example, right now they actually have content creators in Philippines. There's women content creators in Philippines that are teaching passport bros how to be careful in the Philippines because of the dirty tricks that the Filipino woman would do to the guys that come over there. You understand what I'm saying? You have people that come over to these places, and because they don't have game, these women will take advantage of them. They get robbed, killed, kidnapped, and all this other stuff. So what I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong with going overseas, and then while you're overseas, talking to women, hooking up with, have fun. What I'm saying is that if you're the type of guy who is over there only because you can't get girls where you're at, that's a problem. And if you don't have game and you're over there and you're trying to do that, that's a problem, because you're going to follow some woman because you have no game. So you're going to follow her, and then you're going to be in some type of situation where things are not going to go the way you expect it to go. And you'll probably get into some situation and, and God forbid you end up,
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. These are, so there's some validity to what you're saying. These are the cases that go viral on the news media. These are the cases that, go viral on social media. Guys, want to cry and make a story about, oh, she left me, she finessed me, she got a green card, then she took my kids. As soon as we came to marriage, she changed up, blah, blah, blah. These are actually the minority. You hear about the most. It's like certain, things in our politics. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but they seem like they're the majority, but it's just because it's reported in the media when this happens, even though that's not the majority of how things actually go down. But you're right. Listen, if you're a total pathetic loser and you have absolutely zero masculine frame and absolutely zero awareness about how not to get finessed, bad things can happen for sure.
So we agree.
Yeah, but again, this is more of a minority, and I would say even with a fairly elementary understanding of women and female, I mean a very, very elementary understanding of women and female psychology, this is not happening to the majority of guys. This is something that you see on TikTok or Instagram, but it's the minority, not the majority.
Okay. Real quick, guys, follow Case on his channel on YouTube. Redbeard Rants, right? One?
Yeah, just Redbeard. No, it's Redbeard Rants on YouTube, Redbeard Rants 1 on Instagram.
And the Locario for you is going to be Mr. Locario on Instagram.
Mr. Locario on YouTube and Instagram at Real Mr. Locario. So
there you go. Okay, so listen, we covered the first two topics. Here's the third one. So we're all dating guys here. We love dating women, of course, beautiful women, of course, in our own eyes. How would you describe someone that is new to the game? How should they start in getting girls? Online, offline, or everything in between? How would you describe that for someone new, getting into the game of dating? Should they do online mainly, cold approach, or all together? What would you say?
I guess I'll go first this time, and then you can take the next one. A full-fledged approach, attack at all angles. Cold approach is necessary to go through some type of cold approach journey, especially when you're younger, early 20s. I don't recommend nightclubs. I think they're pretty much terrible. But look, when you're young and you're 21 and you can survive on 5.5, 6 hours of sleep some nights. You can drink a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Have your fun, go wild, do clubs, do parties like that. It's more of a younger man's thing. If you're older and you're new to this, focus more on day game. You need that. That sharpens the sword, right? That, iron sharpens iron. You push yourself through the fire. That's how you learn to improvise. That's how you learn to have strong social skills. After that, cold approach is generally a very poor return on investment for your time. Aside from certain markets and certain cities, if you're in Cincinnati, Idaho, Pittsburgh, I doubt you're just going to walk around your local shopping mall, your local grocery store, and in an hour and a half, you're going to find a whole bunch of beautiful girls that you can date. When you have a strong online presence, what I call a high status social media profile, it does the work for you. It's kind of like building a rental property. You have to put in a new water heater, fix the garage door, get a landscaper, paint the house, make the house look nice and beautiful. But once it's done, and now produces passive income. And you can do a lot of advantageous things like that. Like you can get an online dating virtual assistant, someone who can date at all times, 24/7 on the clock, hitting up girls and filtering girls out and messaging girls on your behalf. You do your best approach every time. You can find access to all the hottest girls in your city. I already talked about some element of automation. And then you could also use it for networking. So I would say, master your masculine frame and presence as a guy in person with cold approach first, and then you'll get the best results and the best return on your investment by focusing on digital dating, mostly Instagram. Instagram is better than dating apps.
Yeah, so I'll say, and I actually agree with you on attacking all different sides of things. So I always tell guys, so what a lot of guys do, they try to focus just on one thing. And I say, if you just focus on one particular thing, then you're missing out on the other avenues that you can meet women and make things happen. So I tell guys, go out and approach. Use online dating. You can use social media. I know a lot of you guys talk about the social circle thing. I'm not too much into the social circle thing, but even if you are in that situation, use that. So any situation you're in, to be able to, talk to, attract, interact with women is all good, because what it does is that for those guys who don't have game, and for the guys who have trouble and who have problems dealing with women, you're only going to get better dealing with women by dealing with more women. You see what I'm saying? So exposing yourself to all of these different avenues is going to expose you to more women, which will get you used to being around more women. Now, this is the only thing that I would say. There are certain things that guys may not know, that they don't even see that they have the blind spot, which is why you get a coach. You feel what I'm saying? Because there might be certain things that you're doing that you can improve on so that you can get better results. You see what I'm saying? But either way, you still got to actually, try to use each avenue that you can use. The problem is a lot of guys are scared to approach women. So then what they do is that they just try to do online. You feel what I'm saying? Then you have some guys who get so comfortable just doing online, and then they get scared to actually approach women. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to be able to be strong on all fronts. You see what I mean?
Okay.
I want to address this comment real quick because I hear this a lot. Most guys can't even get women in real life. Instagram ain't going to do them any favors. And it's always PUA / red pill dudes that want to advocate IG to get chicks, LOL. There's a little bit of truth to what you're saying, but you're a little bit misguided. Again, if you're like absolutely at the super, super pathetic spectrum, if you maybe have a shade of autism or something, I would agree, right? You can have me do all your photos. We can get you an online dating virtual assistant. We can swipe, buy boosts, buy super likes, message girls. When they show up on the date and they see how weak you are in person, it's going to all fall apart. However, what Locario said, and again, we got to stop agreeing so much so we can go back and start and go back at each other's throats, because that's what they want to see. But the more you said something, I'm paraphrasing, but you said basically the more you deal with women, the better you get with women. Let's say you're a little bit of an oofy doofy. You're doing some cold approach, but it's not as much as you should, but you're lining up a shitload of dates on Instagram. Those reference experiences are just like, on Friday night, there's a girl sitting across the dinner table from you. On Saturday night, different restaurant, different girl sitting across from the dinner table. So what if you drop the ball on 5, 10, 15 dates? Eventually, by magic, some girl's just going to like you, even though you're a little bit fidgety, even though you're a little bit nervous. Some girl's just going to like you for you. And that's going to build a positive reference experience for the next one and the next one. So yes, sharpen your sword in person, but even without doing that, which you should do that, but even if you weren't doing cold approach and just setting up a shitload of dates and just dating, just a shitload of first dates all from your Instagram, you would eventually improve. And Locario, you have to disagree with me so I can yell at you.
You say I gotta disagree.
What I will say is, though, guys, for the online game, Casey and I can cover that Instagram 100%. But for the personal inner self work for yourself as a man, be the man that women want, Locario and Miles cover that extensively in their own way, and I think that they cover more of a self-belief and self-worth that most people don't cover. So that's a really good thing that Locario does on his channel.
Well, the thing is, you got to understand also for online, this is the problem where a lot of guys with online dating is that if you can't pretend to be the guy. And so this is what happens with a lot of guys with online and even Instagram, where if you pretend to be the guy, when she meets you, she's going to meet the real guy. And so if the real guy don't match with the guy online, it's a wrap for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell guys that you can't fake this shit. You actually have to be what you're portraying. And if you are that, then you would portray that. But a lot of guys try to pretend to be something they're not. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's a fair point too. But also, you'd be surprised that like I could have a photo of me in a podcast studio, a photo of me speaking on stage to a room full of people, all the super high status shit, well dressed, blazers, fun. I'm at rooftop loungers. There's beautiful girls, other well dressed, cool, good looking guys at the table, all having fun. By the time she showed up on the date, she has created this narrative of the guy, of the type of guy that she thinks I am in her head, and it would have to be pretty bad for me to drop the ball. Now, if I was really, really lame, could I still drop the ball? Absolutely. But the narrative has already been, built up sometimes. And again, depends on the girl, depends how hot she is, depends if you're a foreigner and how much, value you have. What was that?
I said, it's funny you keep saying depending on how hot she is. It just sounds funny to me. But this is the thing. What you're saying won't last if that woman becomes consistent in your life. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at this, only so far you can wear the mask. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to drop. She's going to see you're a loser, and then she's going to be like, I'm done, and it's a wrap. You feel what I'm saying?
If you're a massive loser, but let's take a guy who's a normal guy, not a complete loser, but he's kind of nervous and fidgety. Maybe the narrative she built up on her head, he can kind of like survive the first date. And in his head, he's kind of like, damn, I fucked that up. And he goes home, ping. Oh, she texted me. I guess she didn't, my nervousness wasn't that bad. He gets a positive reference experience. Now the second date, he's more relaxed. That can evolve. I'll let you respond to that, Locario, if you want. And then I had a question for you.
No, we go to the question.
Okay. So you don't provide for girls in any sense. You're a simp and you're a loser if you're paying a girl's Uber.
No, you can provide for women who's earned it, meaning that if a woman is my girlfriend, wife, or something like that, a girl, let's say that I've been dating for like 10, 11 months and she's about to be my girlfriend or some shit like that. That's one thing. You feel what I'm saying? But random girls.
First dates, you don't pay dinners. First dates, you don't pay Ubers and dinner.
Hell no. I don't even take women to dinner on first dates. See, a woman has to earn the right to eat food with me. Are you crazy? Like,
jeez, bro.
Y'all are wild. Okay, like, you take women out to dinner and pay for the Ubers?
So
what is tricking? In your own terms, what is tricking?
So basically, all tricking is either directly or indirectly paying for sex. So if you're paying for a date for the reasons of trying to get sex, you're tricking. You understand? If you give a woman money directly, you're tricking.
So every guy's a trick. You just said if you buy dinner for a woman with the intention of getting sex from the woman, you're a trick. You just basically said every man in the universe is a trick.
No, every man who's paying for dinner to get sex is a trick. Understand what I'm saying?
Which is every single man in their entire life has paid for a woman's dinner in order to get sex from that woman.
I've never done that. Not one time.
We see the results you get with that.
Not one time. You do not see the results I get. Not one time. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you are paid, first of all, I don't go to dinner.
Why don't you show us the results then?
Let's say guys who have game don't need to prove shit to nobody. But anyway, let's say you're financially
incentivized to prove
I'm not financially incentivized to do nothing. I'm successful and I did it my way. But anyway,
imagine a bodybuilder saying, I'm selling my bodybuilding course, my personal trainer course. I was like,
fuck that guy.
Shirt off. Oh, I don't take my shirt off. The real bodybuilders, the real personal trainers don't show their physique. You're like, bruh.
No, but this is what I'm saying. See, this is Casey. This is the difference. You think it's the women that make you valuable. That's why you keep talking about I am the value. I'm the game. Fuck all the women. I'm the game. So what I'm saying is this. If you are taking women out to dinner, which I would never do, but let's say you're taking women out to dinner, you should be going out to dinner because you want to go out to eat. And if you're on a date is to feel a woman out to see if you're interested in spending more time with her. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going on a date just to get sex, why don't you just get sex and skip the date? Why don't you just tell the girl to come over so y'all can fuck instead of wasting money on dinner when you could just fuck?
Yeah, because when you have girls that are actually attractive and actually hot, which I know you don't have much experience with, but when you actually, if you ever step up and start dating attractive women, you realize they have really, really high standards. They're getting
Oh,
hit up
so you go based
athlete.
on what the
May
woman's standards are.
may I finish, please?
Interesting.
May I
We
finish,
back
please?
to
May I
this
finish,
again.
please? Yo, may I finish, please, without you cutting me off? When you deal with chicks that are actually really hot and really attractive, they have certain standards. They will not go to B-level restaurants. I hear guys all the time that say similar shit to you, like, oh, you know, first date is just, you know, something cheap, it's just drinks, or the first date should be a walk in the park or something like that. Bruh, these are guys who date smash 3 and 4s. Why would an 8.5 or a 9 who barely met me, who barely, you know, chatted with me a bit on Instagram, why the fuck would she agree to go on a date with me if I'm offering her McDonald's when she has
So Casey, let
90
me ask you.
bajillion other guys in
Casey,
her DMs?
So
offering to
Casey,
take her
let me
to a
so
nice
then Casey. So what you're saying? Okay, so I'm your student. I say, Casey, hey, I want to date this 9 or 10. So I should do what she wants and not what I want. Is that what you're saying?
No, absolutely not. I did not say that. There's
That's
some
all
elements of
you
reality,
said.
bro.
You said I don't want to go to dinner, Casey. I want
Okay.
to go and I want to go for coffee. But you're telling me the 8 and the 9 is not
Yeah,
going to
you have
accept
to
coffee,
reality.
right?
Okay. Would you prefer it if you went on a date with a girl and she signed over all her money to you, emptied her bank account and gave it to you? Would
No,
you
I
like
wouldn't
that?
want her money.
Bro, okay, but do you see the analogy I'm trying to make, bro?
No, I'm
Like,
not. I don't see the analogy.
in a perfect world, people would walk up to me and like give me their money, but like people don't operate that. In a perfect world, people would. Is my audio low? Is my audio actually low? Or someone?
You sound fine to me.
Okay, cool.
It's
I'm fine,
probably
bro.
their computer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So yeah, in a perfect world, I would like it if everybody just bought my courses and bought my consulting, and then after they bought, I didn't actually have to fulfill my promise and coach them and build a high
But
status.
I wouldn't want everyone to buy my courses.
Bro, it's
Absolutely
an
not.
analogy. Just like chill the fuck out.
No,
You
but
understand
that's
what the
my
fucking
point. That's
I'm
my
trying
point.
to fucking make.
But that's my
Like,
point. You're saying you want everybody to do this. That's what you're saying in the analogy. What I'm trying to say is that you keep basically what you're saying is the girl's hot, so you have to do what she wants to get that girl. Yes?
no, I'm just saying you have to accept reality for what it is.
So the reality is you can't take a hot girl for coffee. She has to go to for dinner.
There's some nuance to it. It could potentially happen. Here, I'll give you an example, right? One time I met this girl, actually on Tinder of all things. Usually there's very low quality women, but we met on Tinder. We talked a bit. We got on a video call. I don't usually like to do video calls over 15, 20 minutes. We just were like soulmates bonding. We talked for 2 hours. We thought we were going to get married.
Oh my
in this
God.
video call. And then, and she was gorgeous. Something, sorry, you know nothing about, but like absolutely gorgeous girl too. And then we actually, our first date, we went through a walk in the park. Like we took her to the park's called Parque Ibirapuera here in Sao Paulo. And we just went through a park date. I spent nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I paid her Uber. So I'm actually a trick simp loser.
So Casey, how would you feel if I fucked that same girl without talking to her for 2 hours?
I feel like I fell into Looney Tunes land.
No, that's reality, Casey. That's what I'm trying to get you to. That's reality.
Onto itself.
That's reality because there was another guy just like me who fucked that girl you were talking to for 2 hours.
Well,
without talking to her for 2 hours.
Yeah, not like you, but another guy.
No, there's fuck me. There's another guy who fucked that girl without talking to her for 2 hours, and you talked to her for 2 hours. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Also,
Casey?
yeah. Listen, there's been times where I'll make this story short because there's probably a lot of irrelevant details, but there was this like the hottest girl we'd ever seen at this nightclub. This is back in Los Angeles, circa 2014, maybe. And we could just tell that this girl was like rolling her titties off. She was like dancing and grinding on this guy, and her eyes were like rolling. And like she wasn't like losing consciousness or falling over, but she had her jaw clenched. We just kind of tell she was rolling. And I picked that girl up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna steal this girl. Like I'm wait for my first chance. This guy's like kind of dancing around there. The second like his buddy tapped him and he kind of like looked away for a second. Mind you, she's still dancing on him. The second his attention was gone for a second, I grabbed her hand, pulled her off of him, and just knew. She's like, whoa, dancing with so and so. I'm on Molly. Woo! I guess I'm getting pulled this way now. Whatever, go with the flow. If this was some like upscale lounge with a sober girl that wasn't on Molly, then yeah, she probably would have just like stayed with that guy. But I was an opportunist. I'm not necessarily proud of that. By the time I took her home, she wasn't even like rolling that hard. She had pretty much, sobered up. But I did take her home and it was a successful evening. But my point being is I got lucky. And like she probably typically doesn't like do Molly every weekend and get like.
How do you know this? You don't know this woman. How do you? Where you getting this stuff from?
Because her brain would be mush. She couldn't fucking drive a car if she's
no. This is what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is this. Okay. What I'm saying is, if a guy is telling you, hey, Casey, I want you to teach me how to attract hot women. And he's like, I like to go to get coffee and drinks. I hate going to dinner. I don't like doing none of that shit. Are you going to tell him that he can't get hot women? And is this generally not going to happen for him?
I would tell him this. You're going to have to find whatever the girl considers to be a good offer for her to show up on the first date. So let's say you absolutely know that the girl loves samba music, and there's this thing called a bloco, which is, how do I say a bloco? A bloco would be like, let's just call it an outdoor party to make it simple. There's an outdoor party or a bloco in Sao Paulo, and they're going to be playing this like samba music, live band. They're going to have drinks, and you just kind of sit on the grass. You can maybe get up and dance some samba, and you know she loves it. You can take her to that and spend no money. And she'd probably show up to that.
So you're basically telling him he should simp in order to get the girl.
Where did we go from taking a hot girl to a samba event is simping?
But he don't like samba. He wants to go get coffee and a drink.
Oh, I didn't understand that part.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your student says, I want to get hot girls, Casey. I like to go get drinks and coffee.
I missed the theoretical part where, in theory, hypothetically, my student hates samba music. From now on, please tell me in every hypothetical.
Right. He don't want to do nothing but drinks and coffee. That's all he wants to do for his date. So are you telling me that he is unable to get a hot girl because, generally speaking, hot girls, you got to take them to dinner? That's what you're saying?
I would say that he's making it extremely unnecessarily difficult on himself. And I would tell him that the majority of beautiful women will flake on you unless you take them to at least somewhat of a mid-tier offer. Now, listen, if there's like a top 5-star restaurant, like in Miami, it would be Komodo, right, Walter? That'd be the top restaurant in Miami would be Komodo. I would never offer to take a girl to Komodo or XYZ, whatever super expensive restaurant, there. But I may offer to take her to Moxie's, which, as Walter can tell you, it's not super top. It's not super impressive, but it's a good offer. It's a decent offer as Moxie's, and I would take her to that because I understand that that's just the reality of a hot girl. Do you think like
so Casey, didn't earlier you say that you're a leader?
Mm-hmm.
So how are you a leader when you're following what the woman wants?
I'm not following what she wants. I'm accepting the reality that it takes to fuck hot girls. I mean,
so this is what I'm saying. You think the reality to fuck hot girls is to follow what they want?
Bro, okay, you could take this to its. How can I make this? We're on YouTube, everybody, so let's keep this thing. I'm gonna do a little bit of preamble here, but this is just a crazy, wild analogy. But like, you have to respect the rules and the regulations of society. Maybe some guy, not me, but some guy goes, I'm acting through my own intentions, and I'm not gonna simp, and I just want sex. My goal is only sex, so he's gonna assault a woman. Because that's his goal. Anything else?
Who said anything about assaulting? We didn't say that. We said give a woman a choice.
If a guy just only wants sex, he doesn't have any interest in conversation. He doesn't have any interest in getting to know the girl. He just wants sex.
Right.
If he's gonna act through his own actions, then he's just gonna, what?
Why don't he just tell the woman, hey, I'm interested in having sex with you, and give her a choice to have sex or not?
Which would be psychotic, and I don't condone, obviously.
So you don't condone a guy being honest and telling a woman he's interested in having sex with her?
I don't condone the thing that we all knew I was alluding to.
Okay, no, right. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that if a guy just wants sex, he can just say, hey, let's hook up and get together and hook up. What's the problem with that? Why does he need to take her to dinner?
Because, bro, women very seldomly that are beautiful and high quality will fuck guys that they don't have a strong emotional connection with. It's very difficult.
So Casey, so what you're saying is you've never had sex with a girl who you thought was hot without taking her out to dinner or talking on her phone for 2 hours.
Bro, I definitely have, but if I'm in a city and I have my online dating virtual assistant whizzing through Instagram, lining up dates with girls, listen, when I used to go to nightclubs and stuff, would I pull and get same night lays from nightclubs? Yes, happen all the time. But bro, the reality, I just don't know. I think the bigger issue is here, bro, is like we're just coming from two different universes, right? We're
I
coming from the
agree.
universe
I totally agree with you on that,
the
because
guy
the
who
reality is some
plays
guys have to
house cats
wine and dine
slays
them, and some
Siberian
guys
tigers.
don't. That's the
Because some
reality.
guys-
That's what I was
yeah.
saying earlier.
Because some
Casey,
guys
you
smash
just-
hot girls and some
you
guys
just-
smash ugly chicks.
You just proved my point.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that
Yeah.
some guys have to wine and dine to get hot girls, and some guys don't have to wine and dine to get hot girls. That's it.
Well,
Okay.
what do you don't
Hold on. Real quick. Because I see where this is going. Don DeMarco. Run through the list. He says, 1 second here. He says,
yeah, read your super chats.
can you guys see it?
Let me hold on. I think did you just add something? Do I add something to the stage or
It says, chat, make sure you are in proximity of women. Join communities of things you like. I joined a co-ed soccer league and I have a new female teammates every 3 months. Talk soccer and don't expect sex. Okay. You saying join communities that you like, you want to invest in yourself. Good stuff. And then Dre Sim says, fresh media malls in the chat. Yeah, got you, bro. And then Ken Rose puts a thumbs up. And we get to subs on the channel as well. Oh, 20 gets his subs. Shout out to you, bro, for donating through Diglets. And there we go. Cool. We can get back to it. All right.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, listen, we're talking about one guy who slays house cats, which is you, and we're talking about one guy who slays full-grown Siberian tigers. Okay.
No, we're talking
I
about
don't- I
one
don't
guy
think-
who gets hot women because they're sexually attractive, which is me, and one guy who flies overseas to fuck hoes, which is you. That's what we're talking about.
Well, actually, we have undeniable amounts of evidence. I have a Google Drive of maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 gigabytes of me hooking up with girls, kissing on girls, girls dancing on me, girls loving my company. I have a lot of X-rated content as well.
I know, but
You
that's a
have
lot of
photos
that's
of ugly girls.
but this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's a
you-
lot of Uber rides, call it, Casey. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like,
If-
what I'm saying is,
If I have
Casey,
to
this is what I'm trying to
sacrifice
say.
Uber rides,
Wait, Casey, how old are you?
36.
36. Okay, I'm 43, right? So
Yeah,
I've
if
been
I-
to
If I have to pay
Brazil.
for an Uber,
Huh?
and I get to bro, if someone says you could smash her and not pay Uber, or you could smash her, but you gotta pay Uber.
I'm not even
and
attracted
dinner.
to that woman that you're holding. She too skinny for me. She ain't got no titties.
Okay, you said this, you
She
said
got
this
no-
woman was attractive. You said
Yeah,
you found
because
this
she
woman
has a body and she has a pretty face. The girl that you're with, she ain't got no butt
Casey,
and she ain't got no titties.
she got
She's
ass,
got
bro.
no butt and no titties.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where? hold
we need
on.
some else. We're niggas, bro. Niggas.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And fresh, that's my point. Everybody likes what they likes, but see, Casey's still trying to prove. But bro, I have all these hot Brazilian girls that love me and who do this and try to peck me
All right,
on the lips
silence,
when the
silence,
video's on.
Silence,
We don't
silence for 1
care,
second.
Casey. We don't
Silence for-
care. We don't
silence for 1 second.
care.
Yeah, silence for 1 second. Just for 1 second. Just watch.
Casey, we
see-
don't care.
We'll see the flat booty.
That's
We'll see-
she
yeah,
gave you the grandma
see-
kiss. We don't care.
We'll see the flat booty.
We don't
We'll
care.
see.
That's
Yeah,
what
no
I'm saying.
no titties. Perky.
Casey,
B-cups,
this is a
yeah,
waste of
yeah,
time. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay, she got some ass.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
no ass
care.
whatsoever. Oh yeah, flat ass. Yeah, no.
I don't
nothing.
care.
Oh,
Casey, this is what you're not understanding.
She's disgusting.
I don't care that you like Zendaya. I don't care.
You just tried to roast me because saying that I don't get hot girls, and she said you had no ass. Then when I show the proof that
Casey,
she does have a nice ass,
Casey,
you say
you're
you don't care.
You're tricking. You're paying for it, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Bro,
That's why we try.
Uber
This is why I try to
rides
tell
is
you
not
guys.
tricking, bro.
The game is not about women. I don't
Uber
care. I
rides
don't want to
not
see your
tricking.
archive of women, fam. I don't care.
Everybody in the chat would pay this girl's $10 Uber to actually smash. a
Yes,
hot chick.
because they're simps and tricks, just like you, Casey. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, guys.
You
Understand
realize
something.
you just called
Understand
every
something.
man on the planet a simp and a trick. You realize that, right? You
No,
just
I call the guys who are paying for women's Ubers who they don't know tricks and simps. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, bro.
Absolutely.
You just called 80 to 90% of the male U.S. population a simp and a trick.
Yes, they are. They're not. Most guys are simps and tricks, and most guys don't have game. Why do you think I've been in business for so long? See, this is why I tell motherfuckers that they have to learn game, because if they don't, what you're going to do is you're going to be pulled by these women who are going to be ruling you. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen.
Does it look like they rule me?
Yes, you just told me that you said, well, you got to figure out where she wants to eat. Then you got to buy her Uber.
I didn't
And then
say
you
that.
that's what you said.
I
So if
suggested
I
it was a
don't-
nice
if I
offer.
don't
said you
like-
have to take them to a nice offer.
bro, I'm the nice offer. That's what I'm trying to, Casey, you have to take them to a nice offer because you're not the nice offer. Let me ask you a question. What are these women doing for you?
What are they doing for me?
Yes. What are they doing for you outside of sex?
Blessing me with their joyful, youthful, feminine, supportive, energetic presence.
Support. What do they support you with?
Oh, if I'm ever a little bit down on myself, they support me. They give me compliments. They provide stimulating.
So you look for women for emotional support?
I don't need a woman for emotional support, but when women are like truly in love with you and they're like willing to die for you, and they have this kind of like they worship you, and like if they ever know that you had a bad day, they're like, what can I do? I'll do anything. I'll come over, I'll suck your dick, I'll give you a massage with this. That feels good. Yeah, it feels good to know that somebody in this fucking world cares about me, and if I've had a bad day, she wants to suck my dick or do anything to make me feel better.
So the things that women, that's what I'm saying, outside of sex, what does she do outside of sex? Like there's no sex. Like you got a girlfriend, right?
I don't have a girlfriend, no.
Okay, so you've had a girlfriend before, though.
Yes,
right?
I have. Yeah.
Okay, so how long you and your last girlfriend were together?
About a year and a half.
Okay, so now for that year and a half, when y'all are not having sex and y'all are just hanging out doing non-sexual things and non-sexual interactions happen, what is she doing for you?
Oh, she's out of the house. If we're not fucking, I kick her out, dude. No, I'm kidding. Bro, I'm kidding. We enjoy each other's company. Masculine and feminine is like a yin and yang, bro. I don't know. This is kind of a weird question. I would think as a dating
but
coach,
this is what I'm saying. It's not weird. It just shows. This is what I'm saying. When you put women's beauty, physical beauty on a pedestal, this is what happens. You don't require anything else from them because it's surface level. This is why I'm asking you, what does she do outside of sex for you? And you can't even come up with nothing. You just say, oh, I'm masculine and she's feminine, and that's that. I'm talking about specifics. Like, what is she doing?
I mean, bro, like they cook and clean. A lot of Latin women cook and clean. I don't know, like Fresh, what do we do when we hang out? We shoot the shit and we enjoy each other's company.
Fresh is not your girl, though. I'm talking about, what is your girl doing?
Same thing. We enjoy each other's company.
So you and Fresh is equivalent to you and your girl?
Pause, nigga. No. Let me come up here. What he's saying is
Fresh. It's time. Listen, no, Fresh. It's time we come clean and the world knows about us.
Wait.
Tell him this. Tell him what really happened off camera, Fresh.
Listen.
Pause.
This what it is. You and your girl's laughing.
You got jokes.
He's saying for your girl that's in your life, what is she doing to add value to your life other than sex? Which means, is she actually going to help you with work, for example, maybe with a project? So he's saying his girls help him with a lot of stuff in his own life.
Right. I'm just asking you, what is she doing outside of that? Or let me ask you, I'll ask you a different question. What have you taught your woman that they didn't know before they met you?
Oh my gosh. So many things about why feminism and woke culture is really toxic.
So what makes it toxic that you taught your girl?
What makes woke culture toxic?
Or feminism and all that other stuff. What did you teach her?
That feminism is a movement that is cancerous, that teaches women to hate men, that it teaches women to be masculine, that it destroys the nuclear family, that it's going to create a generation of lonely cat women who have entitled and inflated standards, that none of their arguments are based in fact. I mean, what else, bro? Like what tangent, where's this going? What's the...
No, I'm saying, what has that done for her to pour back into your relationship?
I don't know, bro. Maybe the next time some TikTok influencer, she's scrolling on Instagram, whatever, starts, yapping on some feminist bullshit. Maybe. But see,
Casey, this is the reason why I'm asking these questions, because I'm trying to illustrate a point. What I'm saying is, when you have surface level relationships, this is the type of interactions you're going to have. And what I'm saying is that if you're teaching guys, right, how to date, right, and how to deal with women, what's going to happen is that you're going to be teaching guys how to deal with women on a surface level interaction.
Why don't you tell me what, reverse question. What do you get out of your girl besides sex then?
Right.
I'll
So
learn from you.
basically,
I'll be your student. I'll learn from
right,
you.
right. So basically what happens is that I have a thing called a program. So what my program is the way that I actually live life and how I structure my life. And then what I do is I implement my women into that program. So for example, since I'm a coach, right, and I do a lot of live streams, podcasts, I write books and all that other stuff, right? I've had my women edit my books for me, put out the links to get the money for the business, right? Help me with coaching with other men, all these other different things, right? They help me with a product that I promote that I actually have on my website that makes money. So all I'm saying is that what have you done to implement the women in your life based on what you do? And it doesn't have to necessarily be business. I'm just saying, what is it like? What is it going on where they're adding to your life and you've taught them something or taught them a way how to live with you? Okay. That's all I'm asking.
So I like everything you're doing. I plan to do that at some point as well. Integrate the girl in my business, have her do all types of, customer service, customer success. She opens emails and whatever, decides which emails are relevant to me, manage my inbox. Most of the girls that I date don't speak English. Some do. Actually, the last girl I dated was a bisexual lawyer that spoke really good English. But yeah, that's definitely like in the plan and the horizon for the next girl I date for sure. And fuck, what else was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Yeah, but I've had girls do little tasks for me. Yeah, I mean, listen, the last girlfriend I had, she worked full time. She had her own thing, and all types of little favors or little ways she could support me that she could. She'd clean once in a while. Was she my main like housemaid? No. Did she cook for me every night? No. If I needed like a little errand to be run or something like that, so they definitely do little things for me. But as far as like integrating a girl into my business and stuff, I think that's cool that you're doing that, and I definitely plan to do that with the next girl I date, because the next long-term relationship, English is going to be a requirement, either that she already speaks it or that we get on it and she learns it as quickly as possible if she's going to be my girl. But I respect what you're doing with that, and that's a fair point. But listen, bro, at the same time, like friends, let's not even say let's keep fresh out of this, but there are people that can just hang out and don't have to like necessarily we build sales funnels together or do this and that. There's hypothetically two people that can just like each other's company and enjoy, like your parents. Like, does your mom and dad, again, well, my mom and dad still do this for me. Like, don't dissect. Like, maybe you have a brother, maybe you have an uncle,
but no, I see what you're saying. But the difference is that
y'all just chop it up. And
the relationship with your girl is different. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a different dynamic.
But y'all could like each other's company and fuck.
That's what I'm saying. No, I get that. I'm just saying that all I'm saying is this, is that because what it sounds like to me is that you're pouring into a woman and you're seeing more value in the women than you see in yourself. Meaning that you're the one. How many women paid for Uber for you to come meet them? You understand? How many women took you to dinner? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're doing all these things for these women, but what are they doing for you? You see what I mean? And you're doing these things for them because you think they're hot. But what did the chick do to be hot except for be born? You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you're rewarding these women for being hot. You're pouring into them and they're not reciprocating. And all they're doing to reciprocate is be pretty so they can be on your Instagram.
I have full compliance from my women. And that's what turns me on. And that's what I like. Whatever I say goes. I'm the leader. If I say we're going here, if I start talking about my political beliefs, she's going to kind of form her political beliefs around mine. If I take on a hobby, if I say, hey, we're going to the gym today, we should plan a trip. We should go camping. We should go here and do this. You shouldn't dress this way. You shouldn't talk this way. This is how women should behave. I have full compliance from my women, and that turns me on. That's what I like. Of course.
But what I'm saying is, are they complying to you or are they complying to the guy who's going to pay for this or pay for that? Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that
in your case with your girl, you pay for her shit also. So
right, but that's when she has earned the spot, meaning that so what I'm saying is you meet women and you start when you meet them, speaking to them on the phone for 2 hours, taking them out to dinner, Ubering, like you're doing all these things for a woman you don't know and that hasn't done anything for you. So what I'm saying is that you're in a situation where you have these women who are responding to you, but they're not responding to Casey. Right. They're responding to the guy who's giving me the Uber. They're not responding to Casey. They're responding to the guy who's taking me out to dinner. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying. Let me give you an analogy, right? You know who Alex Hormozi is?
The guy with the muscles. The huge
business guru, business teacher guy, Alex Hormozi. If you DM'd Alex Hormozy and said, "Yo, I love your business stuff, Alex Hormozy. Maybe we can link up, chat some business." What do you think the odds that Alex Hormozy answers you?
You said if I was to DM Alex Hormozy,
you DM Alex Hormozy. What are the odds that Alex Hormozy wants to get dinner with you? Fuck all, 0. Right?
What are you talking about? Like,
so you go to Instagram. You go to Instagram. You type in Alex Hormozy.
You saying what's the chances of him?
And say, "Let's get lunch, man."
Oh, like maybe 50-50. Yeah, 50-50.
Listen, we're gonna have difficulty having like
No, what's your? I'm trying to understand what your point is. What is your point?
Yeah, but we're gonna have trouble moving on, and we're gonna have trouble like making my points if you're just gonna say ridiculous shit like that.
No, I'm asking you what is your point. So you're thinking Alex Hormozy wouldn't respond?
But we have to. Donald Trump. If you DM Donald Trump on Truth Social, what are the odds that says, "Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my security team and have dinner with you, Mr. Lucario"? Fuck all, 0, right?
Am I giving value to Donald Trump? Is that something that he wants? Do I have something of value to him?
Today, if you pulled out your phone
and today if I emailed Donald Trump, he probably wouldn't respond. Yes, he probably won't respond.
Yes, okay. Thank the fucking God we can
move on. And what does that mean? What does that mean, Casey? What does that mean?
Yeah, you would have to have a very compelling offer. Now, if you said to Donald Trump, "Hey man, I've bugged the People's Republic of China, and I know everything that they're doing with AI. I want to have a sit down and talk."
Casey, that's my point. You're making my point, Casey.
Point.
No. My point is that the reason why Donald Trump is not going to respond to me is because he doesn't see value in me. And if I want him to respond, then I have to jump through hoops and go above and beyond to make that happen. Why? Because I am not
a higher value individual than you.
Exactly. So Casey, if you're taking a woman out to dinner because that's the only way you can get them, that means that you're not a high value person in her eyes. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what other high value guys do. Do you think a girl like?
No, that's you. So there's
Casey. Do you think Drake takes girls?
So then Casey, when the girl tabloids. So Casey, when that girl fucks with the other guy, what does that say?
All right, we got to do one at a time because this is getting too annoying.
All right, go ahead. I'll go after you.
You could see how Drake and Leonardo DiCaprio, the first dates that they take their women on. Now, can they also call over girls straight for sex sometimes? I'm sure they can. But point being is like, I am just a normal, plain, average looking white dude with a buzz haircut and like trying to grow like a beard and maximize it. Not super rich, not a millionaire. If she has this influencer in her DMs, this person offering all these things, I have to create the value gap between me and the NBA player or the influencer or whatever. The value gap there has to be reached, or I don't know, whatever, reduced through having a strong emotional connection with her. And if I'm even going to get a chance to build that with her, listen, I'm not saying
right. And Casey, I agree with you, Casey. I agree with you. That's my point. My point is that if you have to do all that and another guy doesn't have to do it, does that guy have more value to her value than you in her eyes? So in other words, if you have to take the woman out to dinner, but the other guy doesn't, does she see him as more valuable than you?
Yes.
Okay, that's my point. So what I'm saying is the fact that you even have to take her to dinner or feel like you have to take her to dinner, you're basically saying that I don't have value. That's what you're saying. You're saying me as this regular guy doesn't have value. Yes?
Hold on, wait. Let me give an example. If I want to go on a date, right, with a chick, I like to eat at restaurants because I like to eat dinner, right? So for me, going to Komodo is my plan. If I've had a chick, it's because she's a +1 to my plan. But she didn't say to me, "Oh, let's go to Komodo." No. I said, "I want to go to Komodo. Do you want to come?" So he's just saying, in a nutshell, you have to lead the whole interaction where you say, for example, "I'm doing this as a date. Come along as a ride, as a +1." That's it.
Right, that's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what Fresh said is, this is what I do, and then he brings the woman along.
Yeah, so she's just a +1.
Do you want to read the super chat, Locario? Maybe elaborate onto it.
It's a case of what Locario is saying is, what's the point of having women in your life if they don't serve you? You can possibly pull women, but something tells me that you suck at keeping them around. So I guess he's saying that you suck at keeping a woman around.
I'll address this real quick, and then we'll go back to the debate. I'll make it real quick. I post a lot of different girls. This covers like 3 or 4 years ever since I started like filming and like collecting receipts of dating with girls. I wish I started even longer, but that's what it is. And I got to take accountability on this. You know, I'm not perfect, and I got to see where this leads me to, because it's a personality flaw. You see these girls on Fresh's podcast that are like, oh, if he ain't 6'5" and make $5 million a year and perfect jawline, he ain't good enough for me. I'm just as bad as those bitches. My standards for like when I'm gonna have a wife are like ridiculously high, and it's the reason why I'm single. I probably have to relax a little bit. You know, okay, she has a tiny tattoo here and there, and I'm good at retaining girls. When I don't retain a girl, you know, 97% of the time it's on my terms that I didn't want to retain her. But yeah, I'm 36. I want a family and kids by the time I'm 40, 41. So I'm gonna have to kind of like, yeah, accept the fact that, you know, I can't be as picky as I want.
Some context here for Casey's whole argument. He's more of a player, have fun lifestyle right now. He's not focused on having a chick long term, which I understand. Locario is more of a refined man. He wants to have a girl that helps serve him in his life, which is fine. But two different strategies for two different types of men, basically, is what I'm saying.
And to get back to this debate, I understand. Just to clear up your point, like I'm stuttering now. Fresh, you infected me with the stuttering bug. To spend too much time with you, Fresh. So, Mr. Locario, just to clarify this, what you're saying is that a woman will go out with Drake without the dinner, or another high value guy. He doesn't have to necessarily be Drake, but there's some tall, good looking guy. She'll go out with him on a much lower tier offer, but I have to offer a better offer to compete with that guy because she sees that guy as higher value.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, right. That's what I'm saying too.
Right, so what I'm saying is that
I gotta play the game, bro. I gotta play the game.
No, and that's what I'm saying, Casey. So what I'm saying is that you choosing to do that means you're choosing to lower yourself to be with the woman. My question to you is, why don't you just get with a hot girl? Like, let's say, for example, you're like, fuck the dinner. I'm not doing no dinner. I'm gonna just go get drinks. Why don't you go get drinks with a girl who's hot instead of waiting for hot girls to tell you to take them to dinner? Or for you to feel like you got to take them to dinner.
I offer the dinner, and I like going to dinner too. But I'll be honest, if I could just have them come straight over and fuck, I would. But
so then that's what, why don't you do that?
Because it wouldn't work. I'd have to date fours like you.
Oh my God.
It wasn't work on hot girls.
God.
Now let me make Mr. Locario. Let me make an analogy to you. See if you agree with this or not. Right. You're doing a day game approach. The girl's walking the opposite direction. You guys are meeting like this. You stop, plant your feet, and say, "Hey, quick question. Just wanted to ask you something." She's like, "No, gotta go. Sorry." And you stay planted. No, come here, real quick. And you stay planted, but she keeps walking. And your frame is like, "No, I planted my feet. She's gonna come and stop and talk to me." Her frame is she keeps walking because who the fuck is this random guy?
Right.
She keeps walking and she's gone. Option A. Does it lower your value that you stayed firmly planted? You said, "No, come back. No, just real quick. Come here. But she kept walking. So you give up. You drop the frame of like, I'm planting my feet, and you go chase her down and you talk to her. Does that lower your value because you drop the frame? Does that make you weaker? Because you
yes,
go talk to her?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
cool.
if I'm standing on my shit, then I'm standing on my shit. Period. I'm not chasing her.
Exactly. So you plant your feet. She keeps walking. You stand on your feet, literally and figuratively. You stand on your shit. She keeps walking and she's gone. And she's gone. She's left your life. The odds of you now having a relationship, dating that girl, smashing that girl are now zero because you
who cares? There's 10 million other women.
Stand there. But
Casey, there's 10 million other women.
Because
who cares?
Listen. If you go chase her down and you're like you're kind of neutral in her eyes, you talk to her, but you're completely neutral. Then you planted your feet, you're still neutral. Maybe it went up slightly for the balls to even say something, but it didn't go up much. You're still basically neutral. Then for you to go, chase her down, your chaser went down a little bit, but it put you back in there. Put me back in, coach. I know I got beat up in round 1. I got beat up in round 10. There's rounds 3, 4, 5. Then you go up to her and say, "Hey, listen, you start talking to her. Then all of a sudden you turn it around. She thinks you're really charming. Now you can go on a date with the girl." That's happened to me so many times where I plant my feet. She didn't stop. I momentarily lowered my value to go chase her, figuratively and literally chase her down. But I got the date. I got the win in the end. I took the momentary L to get the win.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Casey. Do you want to get married at some point, right?
A long-term relationship. I wouldn't say married, but yes, I want to have a wifey.
Right. Okay. So, and you would, so you would want that woman who's your wifey to be highly sexually attracted to you, right? And you don't want to have like a sexless relationship,
Sure.
right?
Obviously.
Right. So this is what I'm trying to say, and this goes to the point of what you're just talking about. When you chase women, what happens is that even if you get them, you are getting women who are not highly interested in you. So what happens is that if you get into a long-term relationship with that woman, right? This is why sexless marriages happen. Sexless marriages happen because the guy who married that woman on the first date, he wanted to smash and she said, let's wait. I got to get to know you. He wanted to smash on the second date. She's like, no, but let's wait. Let's get to know each other. She don't want to fuck him because she's not highly sexually attracted to him, but she likes the consistency. So when that guy marries that woman, he gets into a sexless marriage because that woman from the jump didn't want him like how he wanted her. So when you are chasing a woman, what you're essentially doing is that you're going after a woman who is not highly interested in you. So if you end up getting with that girl longer term, right, what's going to happen is you're going to get more resistance because she gave you resistance from the beginning. How you start is how you end. You see what I'm saying? So you're thinking you're winning, but all you're doing is you're getting a woman you wore down and that settled for you. Does that make sense?
How do you define chasing women?
Chasing women is whenever a woman shows that she's not interested in any form or fashion, giving you resistance in any form or fashion, and then you keep going after her. So if I'm talking to a woman on the street, if I'm that same example, and I'm standing there and I say something to the woman and she keeps walking, her walking or keep her, continuing to walk, that's showing that she is not interested enough to stop and talk. So there's no reason for me to go after her, and I can just go talk to another woman who I'm gonna stand here. She's going to come by and she's going to stop and talk to me. That woman who stopped and talked to me has high interest. The woman who kept walking has medium or low interest. So you're chasing women who have medium or low interest. And this goes directly to why you think you need to buy women dinner on the first date and do all this other extra shit because they're hot. All so right. You're always in a perpetual chase of women.
Okay. So are you familiar with the concept of plowing and like a cold approach pickup? Do you know what it means to plow? We'll define it for the audience.
What is a plow? Tell me.
Okay, plowing is when you go up to a girl and she doesn't light up like a Christmas tree immediately. Like not plowing is like, hey, excuse me, this is totally random, but you look really cute in like your pink spandex workout outfit, and I just wanted to come say hi. I'm Casey. I like gym girls. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, that's so cute that you came up to me. I was checking you out too. Oh my God, what's your That is not like, there's no need to plow. Plow is when you come in and you kind of have a rough landing, and she's like, oh, thanks. And you're like, wait, no, 2 seconds. Kind of at her. No, wait, listen. So, what gym you're coming from? This gym. Okay, let me guess. It was leg day, right? Yeah, it's leg day. Legs and glutes. Haha. Yeah, girls, it's always leg day. There's no other day besides leg. Leg day is the only day you girls, haha. And she starts laughing. I don't know. You do something charming, you make it fun. Plowing is when there was a little bit of a rough landing, but you said something funny and you flipped her around, kind of like in a sales call. You ever had a sales call where the client's giving like a lot of resistance? You're like, look, man, I don't got the money and it's not the right time, and this just isn't for me.
So you're basically saying wearing the situation down. Basically, that's what you mean. It's the same thing.
No, not necessarily. You're giving her more of a soundbite. So like in the example where like we're walking this way and you stop, how much of a soundbite does she have to judge my value? Hey, excuse me, 2 seconds. I just want to ask you something real quick. And she walks off. It's not a rejection of me. It's a rejection of a 2.5 second soundbite of me. And for me to have my value dip ever so slightly within the first 30 seconds of meeting her, to then flip it around and think I'm this charming man. And then now I have the frame from then on. Okay, maybe every guy drops the frame slightly at some point in his life. We can't always be perfect, but to more or less always have the frame in that point on, it's like a tiny little blip in the radar. And actually, she probably see you as more high value to have the balls to chase her down, which is kind of an awkward thing to like chase somebody in the streets. You're doing something that's a bit more bold, a bit more like, that's what a high value guy would say. No, you know what? She's only rejecting me off of a 2 second soundbite. I know if I gave her a full 30, 45 seconds of experience my personality, I could flip it around. This is just let her get more time and I can flip it around. That's actually a more high value thing than being like, no.
So you think that women don't know the guys that they're attracted to and want to talk to?
I think that there's some element of like an instant physical attraction. And I definitely think that Voltaire, one of the greatest, I don't know, he was like a Renaissance man, said this famous quote, "Give me 15 minutes to talk away my ugly face and I will bed the Queen of France." So there is a huge element of game.
So
Bro, you don't think
so basically he was a pickup artist. But this is the thing.
But do you agree with that or not? Do you agree?
No.
That men
This is what I'm saying. Casey.
Eventually attracted to them and use their personality to flip it on and make it. Isn't that the whole point of game?
No. That's not the point of game. See, this is what I'm saying. That what you're saying is pickup artist stuff. I get it. I understand exactly what you're saying. The issue with that is that what you're doing is you're running game because you are trying to get her to find you attractive, right? Like you're like, well, she may not like me at this moment, or she may not be attracted to me as much. But if I say this or do this, then it will.
I'm not like on my knees, like trying. I'm giving her the gift. I'm giving her the opportunity. I'm blessing her with more time experiencing my personality.
Right. And so, Kate, this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that what you said would make sense if women treated every guy the same, meaning that a woman, let's say her name is Tiffany. If Tiffany did the same thing to every guy, then I would understand and I would agree with you, because that would mean that every guy that talks to Tiffany would need to speak to her for 15 minutes or whatever to get her to be attracted to him, right? But what's going to happen is one guy's going to need to do that, and then the second guy doesn't. So the fact that there's a guy who doesn't, that means that you're wasting your time.
I'll tell you why. Maybe in that same example, so I chased down Tiffany. Let's say in two hypothetical examples, I stopped, we're day game, we're walking by, I planted my feet, Tiffany kept walking, I chased Tiffany down, and I ultimately flipped it around and I got Tiffany by giving her a chance to experience more of my personality, right? Then let's say 6'4" Chad or Tyrone approach Tiffany.
Why does it got to be 6'4"? What is that about?
Planted, because women like tall guys. Planted his feet, and Tiffany stopped and talked to him.
So wait, how tall are you?
And then hit it up, 5'11". But listen, I'm making a point here.
Okay.
She may stop and talk to Chad and Tyrone right away, and Chad and Tyrone don't have to chase her. Whereas 5'11", average looking Casey did have to go chase her. But at the end of the day, we both got Tiffany. Normal mid guys like me have to work harder to get beautiful women than tall, gorgeous, famous, rich men do.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna flip it.
That's his point.
Normal guys like you have to do that. Guys with game don't. So I agree with you. We just gotta do it, because Chad and Tyrone.
You cannot demonstrate game in a 2-second soundbite. You're walking this way.
Okay, so Casey,
2 seconds is not enough to like.
So Casey, if a woman is 28 years old and she's been dealing with guys since she was 18, that's 10 years of experience dealing with guys. You think that she can't tell the difference between a guy who knows how to talk to women and doesn't? Do you think she can't tell the difference between a guy who's confident and who's not? You think she can't tell the difference between a guy who knows how to dress and who doesn't? Like all those factors she's taking in within a few seconds. That's what you're not getting. Bro, a woman can assess that like this. She knows the type of guy you are based on what's coming out of your mouth.
You have a lot of friendships with people, right?
No, but let's go with the
All right, Locario has no friends. Okay,
I have no friends.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I'm very sorry for you, but imagine an alternative.
Except for Fresh.
Do you have at least one male friend?
No, I do have friends. I have a few friends, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you've been dealing with making and losing friends, backstabbers, fake friends for probably more than 30 years now, right? You have over 30 years of experience judging who can be a good friend or not to you.
Yeah.
Can you tell within 2 seconds who's going to be a good friendship material or not? 2 seconds.
Yeah, I can tell based on what the guy's saying, his handshake, the way he's looking. I can tell all that shit. This is what I'm trying to tell you. What you're not getting is this. What you're not getting is this.
You can judge about the character of how good a friend would be within 2 seconds.
Okay, so Case, let me ask you a question. If you have one guy and he's like, hey, miss, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. You got the other guy. Hold on. Then you got the other guy. He's like, hey, miss, come here for a second. And he's smooth. You see what I'm saying?
Where do you turn up the East Coast accent? Where did that New York?
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she can tell the difference. She can tell the difference. She can tell the difference based on his confidence, based on what he's saying. She can tell the difference.
That was no homo. That was cute, bro. When you get
That's
in
what
your
I'm
little
saying.
pickup kick.
He said cute.
All
Pause
right,
with that shit.
let's address this super chat. Casey, do hot girls not have one night stands? Do all hot girls require dinner for smash? Why can't you be the guy who doesn't require the dinner? Hot girls definitely have one night stands. Yeah, hot girls definitely have one night stands. Do all hot girls require dinner for smash? No, they don't. Why can't you be the guy who doesn't have to require the dinner? So, like I said earlier, game is on easy mode for rich, tall, good-looking, famous, high-status men. Okay, so
No, it's
women
not.
will do things. All right. Well, I mean, are we in like Looney Tunesville? I don't know. Like,
What? Okay,
sometimes let me just say one thing. Sometimes I don't know how we can attempt to have a logical debate if you don't agree that tall, sexy, good-looking, gorgeous, charismatic, rich, famous men have an easier time than dating.
So Johnny Depp had an easier time. Will Smith had an easier time. So these tall rich guys who where their girls shitting on their bed and fucking embarrassing them all over the place. Those guys have an easier time because they're rich and tall and all that stuff.
I mean, they made very bad decisions in their mating pool. But listen, I don't
because
I don't. There's just certain things that I don't know how to debate. Like girls like a guy who's good in bed. No, they don't. Girls like guys that suck in bed.
What about Travis Hunter? You know who Travis Hunter is?
I don't know how to debate that. Is he the football player guy?
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you explain Travis Hunter?
You're cherry picking okay, let's take out A-list celebrities. I will say one thing. With fame comes a whole other can of worms that can sometimes make dating more difficult when you're famous. So let's remove the fame. But like say non-famous, but anyway, I can't even yes, tall, good-looking guys.
Someone who so you talking about like a non-famous, tall, good-looking rich guy has no problems.
I didn't say he has no problems.
You saying he has it easier.
I said they Fresh, do you want to step in on this, Fresh? Do you want to, because I'm about to my head's about to explode. Do you want?
No, I know this is good. This means you're learning. So you're saying it's easier.
So let's ask Fresh. Give your opinion.
That's what I'll say, man.
Good-looking, tall, rich guys have an easier time in dating than short, broke, ugly guys.
Well, this is the thing, right? When it comes to dating itself, it's not so much of a nuance where like it's only these things. I will say this: they get more options for girls, but it doesn't make it easier to close. Mm-hmm. Now, here's what I do say: when it comes to having game and having the actual setup for a date and know what to do after the date, guys like that actually win more than guys with money, fame, and clout. Now, compared to looks, though, talking about the barometer of looks, I might get a 4, 3, or 5 with game, but I might get a 9 or 10 with game, looks, and money status. So there's a level of looks that comes to the.
Thank you.
No, but if you have game, then your looks, money, and status, and all that shit don't matter. It cancels out.
No, you're right. But having both is the best factor, is what I'm trying to say here. So I think you need both to make it a kill of the catch. But if you just have one or two, it could be either or.
No, I'm telling you. Listen,
answer. Let me ask first question, and keep in mind, I used to be your roommate, brother. So answer this question truthfully. You always got a lot of chicks. Fresh always got a lot of girls since before the fame, everything. Since before the money, and the fame, Fresh always got a lot of girls, and he definitely even still got some very very pretty ones. He definitely got pretty girls before the money and the fame. I can vouch for that. But did the quality go up, or did the quality go down since the money and the fame?
Okay, I'll give you 1,000% with you. The quality went up. But
okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
Hold on, here's the but. So did the headaches. So
exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's exactly my point. So headaches mean it's not quality. So I'm gonna reiterate what Fresh said. The girls got hotter, but the bullshit happened more.
Same
you understand?
When you buy a private jet.
No, but I'm saying accidents don't happen to motherfuckers who got game. Shout out to Rosebud.
How many headaches did your McLaren give you, Walter? Your McLaren was in the shop more than it was on the street.
That is
true.
If
you want to have if you want to get the private jet, do you understand the motherfucking problems that come with having the private jet? That doesn't mean you should avoid having the private jet. Take the private jet and the problems that come with the private jet.
No, there's a difference between problems and maintenance. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, yeah, you got to maintain your relationships you have with women in order for them to be successful. What I'm saying is that if you don't have game, actually having all those other things like, you know, being better looking, having money, having status, all those things that the red pill and all that talk about, that actually makes it worse, because now what you do is that you attract superficial women, and because you don't have game, you don't know what you're doing, which causes drama and problems. That's what I'm talking about.
You can't be good looking and rich and have game?
No, you can. But what I'm saying is that if you listen, I'm not going to neither confirm or deny if I'm rich. Okay, let's just, because I'm not going to put money out there. But let's just say I'm rich and I'm good looking and I have game. What I'm saying to you is I don't pay for women's nothing, and I still get all the hot girls I want. I don't fucking take them out to dinner. I don't do none of the shit women want to do. They only do what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why don't you show the girls?
You know what I'm going to do for you, Casey? If we ever meet in person, I promise you, I will show you. It's in my phone. I will show you in person. I don't like to push it online, but I will show you in person, and so you can see, because I know that would make you happy. I will literally show you all the women I join. Huh?
Why don't you put them online?
Bro, do you know that there's women that I fuck that have husbands and kids? And if I'm like, hey, look at this girl I fucked that could ruin her marriage, this is what's called discretion. You have to be discreet when you have game.
What about, are there any girls that don't have husbands that you could post?
No, a lot of the women that I hooked up with have boyfriends like you who take them out to dinner. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, there's guys who take them out to dinner, so and guys who fuck.
You only smash girls who have husbands and boyfriends.
No. I'm saying that most of the women that I smashed had husbands and boyfriends. Now, there are girls who are single and just dating that I smashed. But what I'm saying is, even those single girls are also dating other guys. Because this is the thing. Those single girls are also dating other guys who are basically tricking and simping. So I can't. If I go on my phone and I say, "Hey guys, look, I fucked this girl over here," right? That girl is right now dealing with dealing with a guy who's probably tricking on her. So if she knows that I fucked her without tricking, he's gonna look at her like, "Why the fuck am I tricking?" So I'm fucking up her hustle by trying to put out the shit. Why would I do that?
Oh, because you only act through Locario. You only do what Locario wants. You're acquiescing to what the girl wants.
I'm doing exactly right. I'm doing exactly what I want.
Girl, you're being submissive to the girl by protecting her hustle. You don't want to fuck her. You know that if you showed evidence of you with hot girls, it would improve your sales. Point.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
Bro, no, if you are an architect and you don't show people the buildings you build, you will get less sales. If you're a physical personal trainer and you don't show
but Casey, this is what you're not getting. The sales you're talking about, Casey, the sales you're talking about, I don't want. Do you understand that?
We've already showed pictures of the girls. The chat rate the girls that you think are pretty. The chat rates them like a 3 or 4, bro.
Okay, so how did I be this successful for all these years if that's the metric that guys need in order to be able to learn game?
Listen,
you
listen,
you can probably teach a guy how to approach a girl. I'm not saying that. Like I believe that if a client gave you money and said, take me out to, New York, Times Square, whatever, and teach them the basic principles of how to walk up to a woman, I believe you could do that. I haven't watched a lot of your content. I've watched some of it. It's the general kind of known pickup artists fundamentals, game fundamentals don't really change. You've been doing this for a really, really long time. I'm not here to tell you why your business, has worked for you. All I'm trying to say is, bruh, if you had the receipts, you would post the receipts. You don't post.
No, I would not. No, I wouldn't.
Them. And everything you say about like, I do everything for me. I do everything on my terms. I don't take girls to dinner if I don't want to. I. And then you just said, oh, well, she probably has a sugar daddy and I don't want to fuck up her hustle. So that's why I don't post the pictures. Because I don't want to fuck up her hustle. Okay, see, I can't say too much about her hustle. No, Casey, I can't say too much because there's certain things that happen behind the scenes that if I said it, it's gonna fuck shit up. So let's just leave it there. Because see, if Casey, I'll say this. If Casey had game, he would know what it means to deal with a woman who's also dealing with a sucker who has money. But I'll just leave it at that. But we could continue. Go ahead. Every girl that you smash has
We could keep it going.
uh,
Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there.
every girl you smash has a sugar daddy or a boyfriend.
No, I didn't say
or
every girl. I said a lot of the girls that I smash have boyfriends or husbands. And what I'm saying is there's single women that I smash, right? But they got other shit going on. What I'm telling you is that I cannot be a coach telling men that the game is not about women. Don't put women on a pedestal. And then I'm like, here, guys, look, I'm putting this woman on a pedestal. Does that make any fucking sense? No. How can I teach you to do something and then do the opposite? That makes me a hypocrite. That makes no fucking sense.
You have already posted your photos with girls too. We've already seen them. So how come you say you don't show any receipts? You never show receipts. Yet,
bro, I said I show my woman, the only one girl who's my girlfriend. I show her because she's earned her spot in my life, which is what I teach guys to only deal with women in a certain way when they earn their spots. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I will say this from a creator standpoint.
But see, you post every girl because the women are like that's your thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Is your girlfriend?
Yes, that's my girlfriend.
Okay.
Yo, by the way, April's amazing. She's awesome, and I've known her for a while too as well. She's amazing. But listen, Casey, here's the issue, right? Just to bring this up as a creator as well. Posting girls is great. It's amazing. It's receipts. Everyone wants that until they don't. Let me explain. I used to post receipts on my page, on my YouTube, and on my vlog channel. Brother, let me tell you, bro. Posting receipts, it was fun until it wasn't. Because the girls will say, oh, I have a boyfriend now. Take that down. Or they'll be like, hey, listen, this is my privacy. I'm not cool with it anymore. And yes, it works, but I can see why some people don't do it actively because it can damage a lot of things behind the scenes. And honestly speaking, bro, sometimes it's just not worth it. So I understand why he doesn't post all the girls, but understand that he does get girls. I've seen it myself too as well. So yes.
Fresh, when the first time I came out to y'all to Miami, we went to I forgot what club that was down the street or some shit.
Yeah.
The first fucking girl I talked to in that spot followed me around the whole night. I left her and she was texting me all night. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, and you know the women in Miami, they're all hot. So let's hot by anyone's standards, like Casey would say. You know what I'm saying?
Was she bad, Fresh?
But
Was she hot, Fresh?
Casey, I will say this though.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Was she hot?
From my point of view, your girls are hotter. Now let me explain. It's because that's what I like though. The big booty Latinas is what you like too as well. So in my opinion, they are hotter. But in Locario's defense, they're hot to him. So, it's a given.
Yeah, there's no debate that I get way hotter girls than Locario. I mean, you can just tell by
No. You gotta change that. You gotta say you pay for hotter girls. That's what you gotta say.
Hold on.
Then I would agree with you.
I pay Uber. I pay for a girl's Uber and dinner only, and then end up smashing much hotter girls in the car.
Yes. I would agree with you on that. There we go.
We agree on something. Wow. I have to pay Uber and dinner for the privilege of smashing much hotter girls.
Yes, I agree with you on that. And the same type of hot girls you smash when you pay for dinner and Uber, I smash for free. So I agree with that.
I think Uber is okay though. I think Uber is rational. It's minimum. Okay. You know what? Uber Eats.
Can you explain this one to me? Because I don't understand. Shout out to Confidential. I don't understand. What do you mean when you say the game isn't about women?
Okay, so basically what you got to understand is that game, when you talk about the game, we're talking about life, right? When we talk about having game, that means having a skill or strategy to get what you want in this life, right? And what happens is that we say the game isn't about women, the game is about you. So if I am, let's say, learning how to attract women, or I'm learning how to cook, or I'm learning how to make money, the common denominator in all these things is me. So this is why I'm saying to you guys, when you're so harped up on, well, how does your girl look? And then you get 9s and 10s and all that. When you say that, you're making it about the woman because the game is about the individual. So the individual has to figure out what that individual wants and then go after that thing. So if the individual likes this girl and the other individual likes that girl, they have to go after what they want and interact in that situation. But it has to be about them on their terms. So the problem is that a lot of guys do things on the women's terms to try to get the women. What I teach is to do things on your terms, and then the women have to get you because you're the opportunity. See, you guys are looking at women as the opportunity, which is why y'all are doing a lot of stuff up front to get them. You're like, well, let me pay for this. Let me do this for her. Let me do that for her, because you're looking at her as the opportunity. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Let's go to the super chat, and then I want to respond to that. I'll read it out loud. Locario bases game on trusting a woman's 2-second initial judgment when it's flawed. If it wasn't, many women wouldn't complain, saying the man put up a facade at the start. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck that meant. Does anybody understand what he means?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, is that English or Fresh? Is this Bayesian or is this English?
Shut up, nigga.
Anyways, yeah, I would respond to that, or we would both.
It sounds like he's saying, I base my game on trusting a woman's 2-second initial judgment when it's flawed. He said, okay, if it wasn't, many women complain about a man putting. Oh, okay, I get what he's saying. So he's saying that how are you, Locario, trusting a woman's two-second judgment when a woman, I guess her judgment is flawed? So what you don't understand is that her 2-second judgment is an assessment and a recognition of me. So I know I'm the man. So when she recognizes the man, I know that she recognizes a man, which means I use this example again. For example, if you had 2 or 3 guys hanging out, right, and they're all friends, and one of them is a rapper, right, the other two like fucking, rock music or some shit. That's their favorite genre. The rapper sees Dr. Dre down the block, and he's like, "Oh shit, that's Dr. Dre." He recognizes that's Dr. Dre. He only looked for 2 seconds. So he recognizes that man as someone who would be valuable to him. It's the same thing with women. Women recognize when they're talking to, interacting with, or dealing with a man. Most women deal with males. So what happens is that they're used to dealing with males. So when they see a man, it's like a shock to their system. Like, finally, a guy who's decisive, a guy who's a leader, a guy who's going to tell me what it is, and a guy who lets me know that if I don't follow his lead, he will get rid of me. They want that. They don't want men who are going to acquiesce to them. They want to acquiesce to the man. They want to be a part of his program. That's how it works.
Well said.
Okay. I just put Locario dates 40-year-old married women. Casey fucks hot 20-year-olds. 2 different worlds.
This is all this incel talk on the internet. It's hilarious. I love it. Keep it coming.
Well, it's my audience. It's my audience, so they're gonna be more likely to support me.
Oh man.
Although I don't think anybody who watches, I don't know how they could think that you won the debate. But it's also my audience, so it's
you know what?
Also biased too.
Let's do a tally at the very end. How about that?
Yeah, I get it. Well, it's my audience, but we'll see. I have an unfair advantage. Also, I mean,
but this is the thing. I don't consider these debates. This is more free coaching sessions. You're welcome.
Oh, by the way, he said he's not even a fan of me. By the way, that's the guy who left the comment. So he's not a fan of me, but he's still okay. So, I want to go for it.
On my Rumble, they're saying that Casey won. On my YouTube, they're saying that Locario won. So it's like split.
There's no winning. This is not even a debate. This is
all right.
This is class. This is it. Right, this is classes in session, people. Y'all should have been taking notes.
Let's do this.
In the chat.
Put a C for Casey Redbeard, like Casey Redbeard won the debate. Put a C, and then put an L for Locario.
You know what?
In the chat.
Poll right now. I'm gonna poll. Who won this debate? Who won this debate? Locario or Casey? Locario or Casey? Let's see what they say in the chat.
We got one for Locario.
Start poll. All right. We're rocking right now. What's the chat saying?
Wow, it's actually probably only like 70-30 in my favor. I thought it would have been higher.
Okay. Oh, wait, look. Oh, hold on. YouTube is saying Locario.
Your YouTube is saying Locario won?
Yeah, but hold on. Rumble is saying Casey. See, I'm telling you, bro. Rumble got your back.
Hey, Rumble.
Okay. Casey has better tasting women. That's all. So it's the argument of the hotter women. That's what it is.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I love it. Because remember, when dudes make it about women, this is what happens. This is exactly what happened. Go ahead, Casey. What you gonna say?
What else? It's been fun to talk shit and metaphorically slap each other around a bit. It's funny, it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Overall, you know, I think there's a level of, I at least have a mutual level of respect. I hope I didn't insult him too much.
This is cool. We was chilling. We good.
Yeah.
We good.
I told him before the show, you know, we're gonna play it up and you know, go a little bit harder, you know, just, you know, no homo. We're gonna go hard at each other, no homo. You know, just for entertainment value. And we definitely agree on a lot more than we disagree on, but we don't have to go back and debate it again. But just to summarize, the main thing that we disagree on is, I think that for a very normal guy like me, who's not an impressive physical specimen or super rich or super famous, what's worked for me to get young, beautiful, hot women is I have to at least offer them some form of a decent dinner, not like, you know, a super high 5-star restaurant, but a decent dinner, and pay their Uber. If I don't do that and do a lot of like, kind of like, I want to say lover boy game and try to build a long connection with them, get them on video calls, do a lot of texting. If I don't do that, me and my body at my level of value and looks, I tend to get ghosted and flaked, and I can only get ugly girls if I don't do those things. And Locario is saying that that's not how a man should move, that if you don't want to take a girl to dinner, then you shouldn't do it, because then you're acquiescing and kind of being subservient to the girl by playing her game and giving into her demands and paying for her shit when it's not something you want to do. You're not acting through your own intentions, although it is permissible after she's in a long-term relationship with you. Did I summarize that correctly?
Yeah, pretty much. But Casey, why you be talking like that about yourself, man? Like, what is that about?
It's called reality, bro.
All right. I mean, hey, if that's how you see yourself,
do you think you're a Tyrone?
No, I don't think I'm a Tyrone. I think I'm me, or I know I'm me. I know I'm the most interesting, the most thought-provoking, the most, you know, like the most exciting experience a woman will ever have in her goddamn life. And I'm not just saying that to just say it. I'm actually being humble by saying that. That's how much I know. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so this is why it's hard for me when I hear guys fucking bowing down to these bitches. Like it just kills me, because I'm like, yo, if you know how much value you have as a man. Check this out. You know why women want to be friends with or be in non-sexual situations with men a lot of times, or get our attention, and because men to women are so interesting and we have so much value to them, which is why they want us as a resource. They're like, I can talk to this guy. He can help me with shit. He can build shit. He can comfort me. He can protect me. He can teach me. All these things. So when I'm dealing with a woman, when I understand that I am all these things that she sees, wants, and desires, how could I not think I'm the shit? And on top of that, I already knew I was before I even started talking to her. What I'm saying was, I hear you say this, I'm just like, oh, Casey, why you gotta say this shit, man?
So that's a healthy mindset, and I don't necessarily disagree with anything there. It behooves oneself. It helps oneself to think of yourself that way, and that's cool. And that's I guess what you would call inner game, right? That's like the theory of inner game, that confidence, thinking you're the shit and you're deserving of all the beautiful women and great things life has to offer. But going back to like balancing that out, which is great. I think I'm the motherfucking shit too. I think I provide a better experience to any girl that I date than any other guy could give her to. But let's go back to living in reality for a second and just answer the question. Don't go off on some tangent, please, but just give me an answer. What do you think a random panel of women would rate you just on your looks alone if they saw a shirtless photo of you?
I don't know. I have no idea.
If you had a gun to your head and they were going to shoot you, unless you had to guess a number.
I'll probably say 8.5.
Okay, you think women would see you as an 8.5? Okay.
Mm.
All right. That's debatable. I'm not a woman. I can't rate a guy. I don't look at guys and I listen.
Yeah, but the reason why it's hard for me to even wonder is because I don't care about what women think. So it's kind of like asking me a question about something that doesn't like exist or pertain to me. So it's just hard to. That's why I'm like, I have no idea. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't care.
The internet always wins. Not fucking no. The internet's gonna troll you, of course.
Exactly. That's what the homoerotic dudes in the chat they want to see niggas shirts off. So you gotta be careful with that.
So look,
anybody ever told you look like Diddy a little bit?
I've heard Diddy. I've heard Marshall Falk. I heard him. He's like a football player, I think.
Locario, don't mind them, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, man, this was a great debate. I think no side really won. A lot of game being given here. And look, Casey's good at Instagram, of course, dating abroad. Locario is more based in America, good at giving inner game, how to actually maneuver as a man for what you want, not for what she wants. And either way, can learn from both men here for what they give. And again, listen, guys, game is everywhere. Game is on Instagram, game is in person, game is inside of you, as Locario would say. So it was a good debate. And either way, you guys both won in my eyes.
Yo, and Fresh, shout out to you, man, for coming through and moderating, man. I appreciate that, bro. And Casey, I appreciate you because Casey just jumped out the window. He saw the video. He's like, yo, let's debate. I was like, fuck it. I was like,
so don't back down.
So I appreciate you for that, man. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, apologies if I don't know that was your girl, your wife. He apologized.
Oh, no. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Supreme confidence. None of that matters. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't worry about none of that shit. Trust me.
Yeah. And I think we had great content and shit. Maybe we could, metaphorically slap each other around some more on live. I think people like seeing us go at it, go at each other's throats a little bit. So, but
Casey, if you ever come to New York, hit me up so I can show you these receipts that you.
Yeah. One last thing I'll say before we close out is the headaches and drama and stress that comes from showing these receipts of these women online is massive. Now, I know for a fact, it helps my bottom dollar. Like people tell me that like I looked at all the dating coaches, all their girlfriends are mid. None of these guys, blah 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 blah. They're all dating ugly chicks. If I'm gonna hire the dating coach that's dating the women that I think are hot. So I know they help, but from your perspective, Locario and Fresh.
Oh yeah, I don't want those guys. I don't want those guys at all. Any of you guys that need receipts, please stay far away from me. Don't join the membership. Do not buy any of my books. Don't do it.
Death threats. Their boyfriend is gonna come beat me up. I've had girls try to like put me in the news, try to get me banned from countries. Fresh, you're gonna vlog and you're gonna keep showing receipts, motherfucker, because you and I are working together, and that's what's gonna grow the business. So you're gonna have to. I'm gonna continue to deal with the stress. You're gonna deal with the stress. Vlogging with girls is what sells. Locario, you've done that on your own, I guess, without showing the receipts.
Hold on.
So
I got old videos you could pull from, nigga. All right. I got old.
I'm saying no, bro. You and I are gonna talk off stream, bro. But we're gonna get that bag. You're gonna vlog with girls, bro. You're gonna deal with the headaches and the problems.
See, right now, I like my piece. Okay, I love my piece right now. Anyhow, what's up?
Man. Getting the bag should be your piece.
Guys,
anyway,
go follow
I think
Casey
we're gonna
on YouTube and Instagram. I'm showing my screen real quick, and then of course, go support Locario as well. But this is Casey's page right here. Maybe Rants #1. And then Locario's membership is here. Bad Boy membership. Master the dating game right here. Go support him. Awesome guy.
Yeah.
And guys, again, two sides of a different coin. Sorry, the same coin, but it is more of like inner game and online game. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
And your theory on showing receipts. All right. Pleasure, boys. I'm gonna end the stream right now. We can stay in chat. I'm in the stream right now.
All right. Peace.